It's time for some Dallas Cowboys. My name is Jeff Bates. This is the Texas Rangers Clubhouse where we talk about baseball, Texas Rangers mostly, but everything sports really, mostly baseball, mostly Rangers. But tonight, we've got the Dallas Cowboys. Monday Night Football on a Saturday night. Yes, please. Jimmy Johnson going into the Ring of Fame. I almost said the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fame. Yes, please. Look at, I used to do this on another channel. Ashton G in the house. What's going on, buddy? Welcome back. I'm glad to see you. I used to do this on another channel. I have a baseball channel now. It's this channel, and we are going to have some fun. I'm thinking about, I'm going to be real with you right off the top, whether you're watching this live or you're watching on the replay. Here's what I'm doing, and I might do it for the rest of a couple more Cowboy games. We'll see how the season goes for the rest of the year and for the playoffs. I have Rangers season tickets. I'll be going to lots of Rangers games, as many as I can possibly go to. But when they're on the road, what do I want to do? Well, maybe I'll go live. Maybe we'll have watch parties and watch the games together. We'll see. Whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this on the replay, let me know. Whenever it comes to you, would you show up for something like that? Because I think it might be in my future. I'm a huge baseball fan. I'm a huge football fan. I'm a huge sports fan. This channel is Texas Rangers almost exclusively, but I have got nothing against talking a little football. Tonight's game is vital. I got the Cowboys winning 30-23 by 7. Huge game. Huge game. I think we're the 5 seed, whether we win or we lose. But there's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance, right? There's a chance that we could get more. You got to win when you can win, right? If they lose tonight, they're 5 seed for sure. But more than that, in my never so humble opinion, they know they're not there. They got beat bad by San Francisco. You're going to have to go through San Francisco to go to the promised land this year. You can't get beat by the Bills and the Dolphins and the Niners and the Detroit Lions and think you're going to go anywhere in the playoffs. So let me know if you're in the chat. Are you a Cowboys fan? Are you a Rangers fan? Are you here for baseball? Also, we're going to have lots of time in between, and we're going to talk about a few things. Rangers. I got this just the other day. Came in the mail yesterday, day before. I'm not really sure. At long last, it's from the boys at, what is it? Rangers Today podcast. Jeff Wilson, John Moore. It's pretty cool. It's amazing. It's beautiful. So we may or may not go through that tonight to see how the game goes. I'll probably go the whole game. We'll see how that goes. If I'm bored out of my mind and nobody's here, maybe I'll just bounce and go downstairs on the couch. But we're going to watch some Dallas Cowboys together tonight. Let me know where you're from, who your team is. If you're watching this live, you're watching this on the replay, whatever's going on. We're going to have a good time tonight. Well, at least I will if the Cowboys do well. So let me know where you're from. Let me know who you're rooting for. And, yeah, let's enjoy the night. Let's enjoy the Cowboy game. I've never been a Lions fan, but I used to love Billy Sims. Yes, I'm old. And then, of course, we all love Barry Sanders, right? Kind of rooted for them because they were kind of the lovable losers. Watching them on Thanksgiving every year get trounced by whoever. Not so much tonight. Tonight, I hope they get blown out. Okay, so we won't be watching the game here live. I'll be watching the game on my screen. You'll be watching it on your screen. So if you came here to think that I'm going to be showing it, that's not legal. So we won't be doing that, just so you know. Looks like we got pregame, little Phil Collins going. They said on the pregame show they're going to show live the Jimmy Johnson Ring of Honor. Oh, it's Chris Stapleton, maybe. And that should be fun. Jimmy Johnson should have been in there a long time ago. Oh, it's Chris Stapleton singing. Phil Collins. Oh, so I'm not a big country music guy, but that Chris Stapleton guy, I hope I'm saying his name right, is freaking great. And he's singing. Oh, and now you got Snoop singing one of my all-time favorite songs. I might have to look that up. Cowboys, Lions, Snoop Dogg. Snoop doesn't sing the kind of music I listen to either, but I am a fan. He just makes me laugh. He was good. What was that Denzel Washington movie? Training Day. He had a little part. He was excellent. Football coach, coaches some youth football in the LA area, I believe. Yeah, Chris Stapleton singing In the Air Tonight. I didn't know that was a thing. Ashton G in the chat. I hope you saw me saying hello earlier. I will say it again. Welcome in, buddy. Glad you're back. Wow, I'm interested in the Chris Stapleton In the Air Tonight song. I'm actually going to look that up right now. I guess I haven't watched any pregame of the Monday Night Football games this year. They just said they do that every week. In the Air Tonight, Chris Stapleton. Snoop Dogg and Chris Stapleton. Huh. Didn't know that was a thing. Good stuff. Dan Campbell, they're showing on my screen right now. What a good job. You know, he played for the Lions back in the day, and you got to be a big fan of Dan Campbell. Boy, Dan Campbell, Cowboys cheerleaders, Micah Parsons, some of my favorite things in the world. All right, here's the kickoff. I don't know how quick, how up to date it is, but Cowboys look like they will be on defense, start kick it through the end zone. You know, our rookie our rookie kicker doesn't miss field goals. He also, I think he set a record for rookies on touchbacks this year. Not a big kicker fan, but boy, that guy is pretty good. Jared Goff underrated, having a big year. Going to be a fun night against, our pass rush. Lions are 11-4. Wow, we're 10-5. Favored by, I think, 5.5 we were coming into the game. See how that stands up. First play, stuff. 2nd and 10. I like it. I'll tell you, our defensive line, the rush we get at spectacular. If they can be that good on a run stop, we're hard to beat. That defense is pretty good. Big play defense. Well, our DB definitely got there early. I did not see a flag. Looked to me like Gilmore had got there early, but no flag. So thank you very much. Got to be 3rd and 10, right? Big play here on the 25, 3rd and 10. 3 and out to start the game would be good. Little pass rush. No, first down, Detroit. Jerkoff's a stud. You know, he kind of got a bad rap. That trade, I mean, I know that the Rams won a Super Bowl and Stafford's elite and he's a Hall of Famer and all that, but I think Detroit wins that trade, don't you? Let me know what you think. I mean, yeah, the Rams won a Super Bowl, so I guess maybe what I'm saying is stupid, but here we are. Detroit won their division. Monroe with a big play. What do they get? About 20-25 there. They're down into our territory. Looks like about the 41. First down, Detroit. If you're on Twitter or X, make sure you give me a follow over there at Rangers Fan Jeff. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Glad you guys are here. Welcome in, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it on the replay. I appreciate you popping in. Again, I used to do these live watch parties a lot on another channel. I'm going to start bringing them over here to the Texas Clubhouse channel. Again, mostly baseball here, but Cowboys tonight. I just felt like doing it, right? Just felt like doing it. Tell you what, 1st and 10, you run the ball for 7 yards. That is not the way for us to play defense. 2nd and 3, we are going to lose big if they get 2nd and 3 every time. Had them at 3rd and 10. It was a big play. Now they look, all of a sudden we went from a chance to get them 3 and out to they're in field goal position, and Well, I was about to say got a first down there, but they didn't. From 2nd and 3 to looks like now 3rd and 4. Going to be a big play here. They'll probably throw. If we can stop them, kick a long field goal. Guess you got to call that a win. Although with our pass rush, they could easily, run it up in the gut or even on the outside. We'll see. Their offensive line, they being Detroit, is pretty elite. Okay, 3rd and 3, big play. Showing the fans. I jumped on SeatGeek. Looked at prices for the game tonight. And they were too bad. There was some pretty good tickets for just a couple $100, which is a lot, but for football, I guess it's not. It's hard. I go to a lot of Rangers games, and ticket prices for baseball versus football are just so much different. I mean, I get it. You only have eight and or 9 regular season home games versus 81. So 10x, right? Again, welcome in. My name is Jeff Bates. Dole Whip Dad's my first channel. This is Texas Clubhouse, and I'm glad you're here. If you're new, say hi in the chat, say hi in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. Third and 3, Montgomery runs for about 15. That was a nice run there. We will not win tonight's game if they can run it up the gut and crush us like that. Montgomery's good. That O-line's great. 1st and 10 on the 24 now. Detroit is rolling. Incomplete. I'll take that. Goff should have hit that pass there. I'm glad he missed it. Second and 10. Well, they are about the 23, it looks like. Knocked down. Curse knocks it down right at the line there. 3rd and 10. Be our third and 10 of the drive. They hold them here. It's 3 points instead of a possible 7. Again, I'm glad you are here. My name is Jeff Bates. Dole Whip Dad is my first channel. This is Texas Clubhouse. We talk about Texas Rangers, Major League Baseball, and tonight we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. I'm glad you popped by. Oh. So that's interesting. Looked like his knee was down. He gets up, he runs. We make the tackle. Oh, good. And the flag is not. I thought the flag was going to be against us, but the flag is against Detroit. I think I heard in my ear block in the back. If you are new here, welcome in. I'm glad you're here. My name is Jeff Bates. Dole Whip Dad is my first channel. This is Texas Clubhouse, where we talk about the Texas Rangers. And tonight, we're talking about the Cowboys. I'm glad you are here. I used to do these live streams, live watch parties a lot on my other channel, and I thought I would bring it over here tonight. We shall see how that rolls, but I just wanted to. So if you're here live or on the replay, I see a couple of you are here. Chat's quiet. That's okay. I totally understand. Hope you're enjoying the game. I'll enjoy it more if we can stop Detroit from scoring here. Michael Badgley on for the field goal. Please shank it, kid. Right down the middle, 3-0 bad guys. Detroit is up 3-0. I guess I'll call that a win. I mean, the 3rd and 10 early on, if we stopped them there, we would have got the ball back. That would have been much better, but hey, 3 is better than 7. Dak and the boys will be on offense here shortly. They go to commercial. I do not. My name is Jeff Bates. Texas Rangers Clubhouse is the channel. Dropped a video today. Dropped a podcast today. Texas Rangers Clubhouse. You can check that out everywhere you listen to podcasts. Well, not everywhere, but almost everywhere you can listen to podcasts. Please check that out. Texas Rangers Clubhouse today. I talked about the top 5 potential breakout starts for the Rangers in 2024. Kennedy Landry was the Rangers writer. They put out an article on MLB.com where all the local writers put out who they thought would be the most likely breakout star in 2024 for each team. I got inspired by it. She said it was Owen White. I named him as our 5th most likely. You have to watch the video or listen to the podcast to hear what I said on the rest. But, I guess we can hint at it. Owen White was certainly a name I talked about. Prospect pitcher. I also mentioned Jack Leiter. I mentioned Josh Sborz. Evan Carter, I mentioned. Hard to really call him a breakout star this year. I think he's already a star. He broke out last year. And, of course, Wyatt Langford, who might be our starting left fielder, number 4 pick in the draft. Elite hitter, going to be a star for sure. I guess you can't say for sure, but I'd be shocked if he's not. I don't know if he's going to make the team out of the spring training or not. A lot of people do. I think we need to tap the brakes on that a little bit, but we shall see. The kid rakes. All he did, he signs the contract. They send him to single A Hickory. He mashes. They send him up to double A Frisco. He mashes. And then they send him up to triple A Round Rock, and he mashes. So, yeah, maybe it is time. I think the guy is going to be an unbelievable superstar. What an outfield. Adolis out in right. Probably Evan Carter in center. Tavares probably should have been an all-star. I didn't love the second half, but his first half was all-star worthy. And then in left field, you got Evan Carter, or Evan Carter in center. You got Wyatt Langford in left. That bodes pretty well. And then, of course, the infield, Lowe has been in the last 2 years a Silver Slugger and a Gold Glove winner. Simeon's one of the best players in the league. Corey Seager's one of the best players in the league. Josh Young probably would have been, I think he might have been the rookie of the year had he not got hurt. Jonah Heim, who's better than Jonah Heim? Maybe Rushman, maybe Will Smith. He's certainly one of the top 2 or 3 catchers in all of the league. And then you've got our pitching. I'd like to work on our bullpen a little bit. But yeah, it's a pretty good team. Exciting to win the ring this year, and I think the future is bright. All right, they're back on my broadcast. Hopefully we're at the same time connection here. Detroit Lions up 3-0. I picked the Cowboys 30-23. I think the odds were -5.5, meaning the Cowboys were favored by 5.5. I believe that's what it was. And so far, not so good. Detroit is up 3-0. Prescott and the boys are on offense. Let's see what happens. All right, first and 10 on the 25, Dak. Right over the middle hits the tight end for what, 7 or 8? Looks like 8. I'll take it. 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3. That is fine with me. The broadcast, they're talking about Ferguson. Got to be honest, I was hopeful, but he has exceeded my hopes. Having a really good year. All right, 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3, 2.5. We'll call it 3. Give to Pollard, and he's going to get knocked down quickly. We go from 2nd and 3 to 3rd and 5. Let's go forward, boys. All right, they're calling it 3rd and 4. Looks like 3rd and 5 to me. Whatever. Let's see if we can't get this first down. Lamb is wide open underneath. He doesn't go there. He goes outside too. Oh, no, that's Lamb. Big gainer. Still going down to the 37. Big play for Lamb. I thought Lamb was underneath. I don't know who that was. They brought him out in from the slot to the outside, and he was wide open. Nice. Lions D-backs look like they are yelling at each other already. Oh, yeah, he was wide open. See, you can't stop Lamb from the slot, man. I don't know that you can stop him anywhere, but from the slot, kind of not fair. All right, Jack, with the here you go. Here we go. Is that Ferguson again? No, the other one, Hendershot. Looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 3. Hey, my name is Jeff Bates. This is Texas Rangers Clubhouse. We talk about the Texas Rangers, but not exclusively tonight. We're talking about the Cowboys Monday Night Football on a Saturday. Yeah, that works for me. Cowboys need a win tonight. I think we're going to be the 5 seed no matter what, but we get beat by Detroit, and we're not going to forget that in the playoffs. I think to know where we really stand, we need to get a win tonight. Anyway, 2nd and 4, they're calling it. But the 32? Going for the end zone? No, overthrows him. Hope you guys had a good holiday. Hope you have a safe New Year's Eve. Mr. Willie in the house. What's going on, buddy? Long time no see. What are your thoughts on the Braves trade? So I was surprised a little bit. I like Vaughn Grisham a lot. There's really no place for Grisham. You know, he's not going to be their infielder. They've been working him out. Great question, by the way. They've been working him out in left field. I have no idea if it's going well or not. But the kid's an infielder. And I got to be honest with you. Well, let's watch this play. Prescott running around like crazy. Oh, and he gets picked. Melifonwu, he says. Pick. I was talking to you, Willie, so I wasn't watching True Coast. I don't know if you threw into coverage there. I watched the replay. Hold on. I want to watch this replay. Willie, I'll respond to that here. Give me 1 second here. I want to watch this replay and see if that was on deck. I mean, it's an interception either way. Nah, they're going to commercial. Ah, that hurts. All right, they go to commercial. Tigers almost said. Detroit Lions up 3-0 with an interception early. Not what I wanted. Okay, my buddy Mr. Willie in the chat with the Tar Heels. What are your thoughts on the Braves trade for Chris Sale? Got to be honest, getting Vaughn Grisham is more than I thought you should get for Sale. Come on, Sale was elite. Sale was one of the best pitchers in baseball. We're talking, what, 2018? I mean, he has been a shell of himself. So I got to be honest with you. I'm shocked they got anyone I'd ever heard of, let alone a guy who I think is going to be a good pro. Now, the Braves are stacked. They didn't have really any place for Grisham to go where he was going to play. I would be happy if it was Chris Sale, the younger. Yeah, right. You know, I think the Red Sox win this trade by a lot. Again, Willie, I was shocked they got so much for Sale. I don't see him having much value at all. You know, if you want an old guy who used to be great, I'd rather have Zach Greinke. You know, the Dodgers might need a starter, or the Rangers might need a starter for the first half of the year as Kershaw's coming back for, you know, I mean, the Dodgers have a few guys who are injured that'll be coming back. The Rangers have, 3 guys, Maile and Scherzer and DeGrom, all pitching about the trade deadline. So they're going to need a pitcher. So would I rather have Chris Sale for the first half or Zach Greinke? I'd rather have Zach Greinke. It doesn't make. You can get him for nothing. So I didn't. What are my thoughts on the Braves trade for Chris Sale? I think the Red Sox won big. That's my answer. What did you think, Willie? Let me know. Am I crazy? Do you disagree? Chris Sale used to be great. You know, talking about Jacob DeGrom right there. When Jacob DeGrom was in college, you probably know this, Willie. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. When Jake DeGrom was in college, he was, a shortstop? He was a hitter regardless. I think he was a shortstop. He hit left-handed, and he hit 1 home run in college. Against who? Chris Sale, left-handed filth, back when he was young at least. But yeah, I think Chris Sale should be a bullpen guy, not a starter. I mean, that's a good call, actually. With that, that's a good call. He could get you an inning, I'm thinking, but I don't understand how they gave up Grisham for it. That seemed like, I mean, the Braves, I might have a lot of confidence, but yeah, I thought so. As much as I might like to pretend I know about baseball. I don't know more than the Braves GM. He's on the top of his game. But I still thought it was a mistake. I was shocked. All right, we're back at the game here. Looked like Detroit's got nothing there in first down. So, yeah, I was shocked. My opinion is Von Grisham's way more valuable moving forward than Chris Sale will be in the rest of his career. But, now that I said that out loud, maybe he wins the Cy Young Award this year. How you been, buddy? Hope you've been good. Good to see you on Twitter now and then. I'm glad you're here. Willie used to be in my other live streams. We did some sports live streams on my other channel, my first channel that I got monetized, and trying to grow the channel over here. So I'm glad you're here. I was wondering if anybody that I knew already might pop in. I'm glad you're here. St. Brown gets about 18 there. Doing well, good, Joe. Good Christmas. What are you doing for New Year's Eve? Hope you're doing something fun and safe. Is New Year's Eve a big one for you, Willie? We used to go out, but we'll be home this year. Reverse. End around, reverse. What else? Reverse. It looks like we're going to have about 3rd and 2. I'm knocking on the door of 50. Just turned 46 on December. Happy birthday. My birthday is Christmas Day. I thought you were younger than that, buddy. I turned 54. Hold on, I'm watching the replay here. And I have the hiccups. I turned 54 Christmas Day. Yeah, 54. So what are you're 46? So was that 8? I got you by 8 years, buddy. So when I was a senior in high school, what? You would have been like 4th grade? Nobody cares about that anymore. Whatever your age, I'm glad you are here. It's good following you on Twitter too. Oh, nice. 2nd and 4. We dump. Is that Micah? Yep. Knock, knock, knocking on 50's door. That's not so bad. 50 ain't so bad. Life gets better every year, buddy. Micah cannot be blocked. He went out in public and kind of blasted the officials. He flat out said they don't know what I can do. He's getting held every play. He didn't get held there. Nobody touched him. Born in 78. I'll tell you what, the 1978 top set. Do you collect cards at all? Sack. Yeah, baby. Heard in my ear Fowler. I didn't see it, to be honest with you. All right, they'll have to punt more likely. Did you collect baseball cards? Do you collect baseball cards? 1978 set, one of my favorite sets. The 77 set is my favorite set. I'm actually working on a set. The 78 is probably my second favorite set, honestly. My plans for New Year to watch football. Me too, buddy. New Year's Eve, one of my adult daughters asked me if we'd ask my wife if we could watch the kiddos this year. I'm like, yeah, are you kidding me? I don't want to go anywhere. So that's actually going to be fun. Pistons beat the Raptors to end their 28-game drought. I think that tied an all-time record. Got to be honest, I couldn't care less about the NBA anymore. I used to be a big fan when Magic and Bird were the people, and then obviously under Jordan, the NBA was amazing, but I'm over it now. But I was watching Detroit lose every game, and I was aware of it at least. Again, if you're new here, me and Willie have been buddies for a long time. My name is Jeff Bates. Dole Whip Dad was the channel where me and Willie met. This is Texas Clubhouse, where we talk about mostly the Texas Rangers. At long last, we won the whole freaking enchilada this year. Love it. I had a 20-game package last year. I'm a full season ticket holder this year, so I'll be at lots of games. And I thought I would do this to see, A, will we get an audience at all? And B, do I want to do this for road games for the Rangers during the baseball season? We'll see. We'll see. I'll probably go the whole game. If it's just me and Willie at halftime, maybe I'll go downstairs. My couch is a little more comfy. But we'll see how it goes. Willie says, I used to collect cards, but stopped because I don't have Dole Whip Dad money. Oh, man. If you don't have Dole Whip Dad money, you in big trouble. It is expensive. I went to a baseball card convention that was one in the Dallas-Fort Worth area here. I guess it was just before Thanksgiving. I used to go to them a lot. When I was in college, I made money selling my cards and buying and selling. Was I a baseball card dealer? Yeah, I guess I was for a couple of years when I was in college. It was a blast. It was really a lot of fun. And then going to the card show a month and a half ago or whatever, a month ago, really brought back memories. Had a great conversations with a bunch of old guys, frankly. Some amazing collectibles. They had Disney cards. They had Star Wars cards. They had baseball cards. My daughter's kind of getting into the Lorcana. I haven't even opened these yet. I mean, not really. She's interested, but not really. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I still collect. I do. I don't collect like I used to, but I love it. Got some mail today. I got a Trevor Bauer rookie card in the mail today. I haven't even opened it yet. I know, right? Trevor Bauer, you're not supposed to like him. I don't care. I do. Anyway, if you're not Willie, I am talking to Willie right now, but if you're somebody not named Willie, I am Jeff. This is the Texas Rangers Clubhouse. We talk about the Texas Rangers, Major League Baseball, and what other sports I want to talk about. They're showing on the screen the great Jimmy Johnson. He's going to be honored and put into the Cowboys Ring of Fame. Should be fun. First and 10, they get dumped for -5. We're down. It'll be 2nd and 15 on the 7. Have you seen the Bye Bye Barry on Amazon? The TV show? No, I have not. Bye Bye Barry Obama? Oh, no, you're talking about the Barry. Also, I haven't seen that. I thought you were talking about like a Barry Barack Obama thing. I don't know why that popped in my head. No, I hear it's great. I will. I was a big Barry Sanders fan. Willie, I don't know if I've ever told you the story. I'll tell you really quick. I've worked with the Boys and Girls Club since 1993. I'm still in nonprofit world, but for a year and a half, I left and I sold insurance. My boss was an offensive lineman at Oklahoma State, and he blocked for Barry Sanders. That's actually why I got the job. I'll tell that story in a minute. Oh, just up the seam, almost got it. So in my interview, it was a long process, but the interview went very well. I knew I was in good shape for it, but in the interview, I saw a picture of him in uniform blocking for Barry Sanders. So I said, were you on the Oklahoma State teams with Barry and Thurman Thomas? Because at that time, I guess Barry's sophomore year, Thurman Thomas was a junior. I might have that wrong, but they were in the same backfield for a while. And he was a starting guard for a few years for Oklahoma State, including those years. So the conversation went from boring insurance to exciting football. Hold on, Dak getting away in the end zone, going deep, throwing it up like I didn't. Oh, touchdown. Was that CD? Yep. Woo! What was that? Got to be 92 yards. Wow. So when he let that pass go, I thought, oh, he looked like me in high school. He's throwing an interception. Trying to hit the roof there, Dak, but CD, I mean, you can't give CD that much time. He ran right by whoever had him. 6-3. Good guys will be 7-3 here in a second. Anyway, back to the Barry Sanders, 111 receptions this year. I don't think I even realized he was there already. Sets the all-time record for the Cowboys, or ties it. Wow. Didn't realize that was going to happen tonight. 111 catches for CD now. Cut number 88 catches number 88. Not Dez. Not Drew Pearson. Michael Irvin. Hold on, I'm watching the replay. We'll get back to the Barry Sanders thing. Wow, that could have been a safety. It looked closer on the replay, frankly. I punted balls lower than that. But it worked out. All right, anyway, Barry Sanders. Yeah, so I heard that documentary is great on Amazon. I have not watched it yet. But yeah, the Barry Sanders, Thurman Thomas, Chuck Shanklin. He was the offensive lineman. He was the guard. I think he was the left guard. I might have that wrong. Big freaking human. Good guy. I mean, I liked him a lot. Not everybody who worked for him liked him as much as I did, but I liked him a lot. That's a fun story. I didn't play against anybody in college because they wouldn't let me play anymore. I played against plenty of people in high school, but nobody as good as Barry Sanders. Did you love it, Willie? Is that why you're asking? You're not a Lions fan, are you? You just think about it because we're watching the Lions? Who's your football team? If I knew, I don't remember. Eminem and Jeffrey Daniels said something about Scott Mitchell. I saw that, former Detroit Lions quarterback. So Scotty Mitchell had a gun, lefty, but he blew up just like after high school. I got big and, dare I say, fat. I think Scott Mitchell did too. But when you're a former NFL quarterback, I feel like you should get a break there. But yeah, I saw something about that. I guess Eminem's from Detroit and is a big Lions fan, right? I don't know what they said about him, honestly, but I heard they were having a little beef, as they say. Are you a Lions fan, Willie? I don't feel like you're. I would remember that. Anyway, me and Willie are having a good conversation. I know there's a couple other people here because I can see the numbers. You want to say hi in chat? That's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. My name is Panthers. That's right. Of course. Carolina. Of course. I remember that now. My name is Jeff. Dole Whip Dad is the channel where me and Willie met. This is the Texas Rangers Clubhouse, where we talk about the Texas Rangers, Major League Baseball, and other sports on certain occasions like tonight when the Cowboys are on Monday Night Football on a Saturday. If you want to say hi in chat, let me know. How was your Christmas or your Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate? What are your plans for New Year's Eve? Who are you rooting for tonight? Are you a Cowboys fan or are you a Lions fan? How the heck did you find us? Or you can just sit there quietly and just be a number on my screen. That's okay. That's okay too. Chris Sale was traded today, as we were talking about. Willie and I were talking about earlier, from the Boston Red Sox to the Atlanta Braves. They picked up Vaughn Grisham. I think the Braves blew that one. I mean, the Braves know way more the heck about baseball than I do, but Grisham looks good to me. I don't get it. Sale looked pretty bad, but Dak could have been cut down there in the end zone for a safety. Replays look even more close to being a safety than it did live, to be honest with you. And that would have been crushing. 2 more points for Detroit, plus they get the ball. Instead, CD and the boys score a touchdown. Yeah, you can't cover CD that long. Oh, and he just falls. Yeah. Nice. Good guys 7, bad guys 3. If you can fit into a uniform, you can show up and try out for the. I mean, I could fit into a uniform, but it wouldn't be a football player's uniform. That's for dang sure. What uniform would it would be the baker. I would have to have a baker's uniform. A baker who tried all his creations. 'Tis the season for cookies. Lying down the field, Tracy Walker. Yeah, Carolina. I mean, at least you got basketball, right? Eleven and 4 Lions have 3. 10 and 5 Cowboys at home against the Lions have 7. 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. My name is Chef Bates. Dole Whip Dad is where me and Willie met. This is the Texas Rangers Clubhouse. Mostly Texas Rangers and baseball talk, but Dallas Cowboys are live tonight. I felt like going. And I'm glad you're here again, even if you're one of a couple people who are just being quiet and not talking in chat. I'm still glad you're here. I hope you stick around. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider it. We talk a lot of baseball, mostly Texas Rangers here on the channel. 1st and 10 at the 25. Montgomery 6 yards on 1st and 10. We're not going to win the game if they're getting 5 and 6 and 7 yards a pop on 1st down. I dropped a video today, the top 5 most likely, in my opinion, breakout starts for the Texas Rangers in 2024. Hope you check that out here on the channel. It's also a podcast. Texas Rangers Clubhouse is the name of the podcast. If you are so inclined to listen to a podcast, you can check it out. Hey, a couple new subscribers since we started the show, so thank you guys so much. Hit 900 the other day, and we're at 908, so I think it was at 901 this morning. I think I've got +7 a day. So if one of you or 2 of you or 3 of you or whatever are in the chat and you subscribed, thank you. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, college basketball because we don't have an NBA team yet. I mean, shoot. Since when? Well, you're you're my age, I learned. So, shoot, all the way back to Dean Smith and Roy Williams. They've had a pretty good run in Carolina. Do you hate Duke? I had a good buddy. I went to high school with him, and then he became a high school basketball coach. Frankly, I helped him a little bit. He was a big Duke fan. I don't really know why. He didn't go to Duke. He went to USD, but he was a big Duke, University of San Diego. But he was a big Duke fan. And I know Duke and Carolina, not exactly buddies. 3rd and 3. Excuse me, 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Cowboys scored 7 on a deep bomb about 3 or 4 minutes ago to take the lead 7-3. Nice. 3rd and 3. Montgomery gets dumped for a loss of what? 3 or 4. Bring up a 4th and 7 now. That was a huge play. Don't say Fowler on the play. Yeah, I think they're still in field goal position, but I mean, it matters. Looks like the field goal will be from 31. I'm assuming they go for a field goal. I guess they could go for it, but what did that make it? A 48-yard field goal attempt if they go for it? Nope, they're punting. Oh, I'm sorry. They're on the whole other side of the field. They're not going for a field goal. I hate Duke and NC State and Wake Forest. So you're not quite as old as me, so I bet you didn't watch the 83 NC State team. I remember that very well. I remember we were at dinner. Punted into the end zone for a touchback. We were at dinner. I don't know. It was it's a fancy restaurant. I would have been 13. And I wanted to stay home and watch the game. Mom and dad take us to dinner. I got to go, whatever. So I'm watching it without the audio. And I didn't care who won. But was it Wittenberg with the bomb? Lorenzo Charles gets it, dunks it. I yell, oh my gosh, it was crazy. Valvano running like a crazy person. Again, I wasn't rooting for anybody, but when I think NC State basketball, that's what I think of. Yeah, Wake Forest had some good years. Obviously, Duke is one of the elite teams. So, yeah, but if you're a Carolina kid, guess you're not rooting for Duke or NC State or Wake Forest. Again, my name is Jeff Bates. This is the Texas Rangers Clubhouse. We talk about the Texas Rangers, Major League Baseball, and other sports that I am in the mood to talk about tonight. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys because they're on Monday Night Football on Saturday. My buddy Willie's in the chat. A couple other people are here staying quiet. That's okay. Feel free to say hi to Willie or me or stay quiet. That's cool. I am glad you are here, whether you are brand new to my channel or are a veteran of this channel or a veteran of my other channel or channels. Appreciate it. It means a lot to just spend a little time here on the channel, even if you're not talking in chat. I'm glad you're here. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to show this tonight or not. I thought about it. I thought maybe I would. At long last, it's pretty cool. I haven't really gone through it too extensively yet, but written by Jeff Wilson and the guys at Texas Rangers Today podcast. It's better than I had hoped. I mean, I haven't looked at it like in depth yet, but it's beautiful. It's really well illustrated. It's really well photographed. Is that the right way to say it? I'm going to read it all. I don't know when, in the next couple of days probably, but it's gorgeous. It was like $15. It said $17. I don't really remember, something like that. But I'm going to change my background. I want to I've got a whole bunch of sports books, baseball books, mostly in my garage. I'll probably bring them in over the next few weeks and change up the background, or I won't. Willie says, what TV show did former NC State basketball coach and Dickie V make a guest appearance as furniture movers? Were they on Everybody Loves Raymond? He was a sports writer on the show. I don't remember that specifically. I did like that show, but I don't remember that. I mean, that pops in my head as a possibility. Willie is good at giving me sports trivia. He's stumped me many a time. They're showing Terry Bradshaw on the broadcast. I'll go with Everybody Loves Raymond. I do not know. I bet it's right though. The more I think about it, because Raymond was a furniture mover when he met his wife, whatever. Uncle Ted in the house. Yeah, well, he's got a catch for a first down. Excuse me, Uncle Ted. Welcome in to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're a subscriber. Hope you stick around. I'm assuming you've got a fantasy football playoff game tonight. I'm rooting for you if that is the case. I would think Ferguson's going to have a good day. Cosby Show? Dickie V and Valvano were on the Cosby Show? Fantasy Championship, baby. Good for you, man. That's fun. Who else you got? Anybody you're rooting against tonight? I guess would be the way to say it. I mean, early game on the week, right? So I guess you had a Thursday game, though. Be nice to get a lead going into the championship, especially with the tight end, right? Oh, there you go. Was that him? Yeah, off his hand right there. Almost got you some points. Yeah, the Cosby Show, one of the best shows ever. And you're not, am I allowed to say that? Will I get canceled for saying that? Boy, Cosby. I loved that guy. Yeah, I mean, they're saying it's a good throw. It looked like the DB, or probably more likely the linebacker, poked it a little bit there. Would have been a spectacular catch if he made it. He is Pollard and Brown going. Oh, wow. Okay. Boy, you got a lot going on in the Thursday game and the Saturday game. Good for you. I hope you win. Pollard stuff there. What are we going to be for? We're going to be punting now. What's that, like 4th and 16? Yeah, I'll have to punt for sure. Uncle Ted, I'm glad you're here. Welcome in. Willie's in the chat. A couple other people have been in and out. I'm glad you guys are here tonight. Again, my name is Jeff Bates. This is the Texas Rangers Clubhouse. We talk about baseball. Texas Rangers mostly tonight. The Cowboys are on, and I thought, what the heck? Monday Night Football on Saturday? Yeah, let's go live. As I've said before, Willie would know. Used to do this quite a bit on a couple of other channels. I have. This is the first time I've done it here. Why not? We'll see. I may do this for baseball, for the road games for the Rangers. We shall see. Looks like they're going to commercial. Yeah, so my video today I mentioned a couple times, but I'll mention it again for anybody who's just popped in. I understand these live streams, people come in and out. Dropped a video today, the top 5 potential Texas Rangers stars that will break out this year. Inspired by a article, frankly, on MLB.com. Kennedy Landry put the Ranger. There was a potential breakout star for every Major League Baseball team. Juan Soto was the Yankee one. So I liked the... Hey, Ashton, welcome back. I liked the article, but some of it was dumb. Kennedy Landry's put in there Owen White, who I do think might have a breakout year. I mentioned him and 4 others on my video. I hope you check it out. It's over on this channel, Texas Clubhouse. Let me get caught up. Ashton's saying he's back. Welcome in. Glad you came back. Leody Taveras could break. I agree. So Taveras, I thought, could have been, I don't know if I'll say should have been, could have been, him and Duran both could have been all-stars of the All-Star break. Now, clearly they both trailed off. Everybody's talking about how Taveras is out. He's not. We get, 2 years of control? Maybe 3 years of control? He's elite defensively. He had a really good offensive year. Again, the first half, way better than the second half. I love the guy. I think he's well above average. I don't think he's a 4th outfielder. I don't think Wyatt Langford is obviously going to be starting at the beginning of the year like everybody seems to. Evan Carter, yeah. Adolis Garcia, yeah. And then we win with either Taveras or with Langford. And I suppose maybe both. We don't really have a DH now that Garver's gone. So maybe it becomes, you're not going to DH Taveras. He's too good defensively. Even Carter's too good defensively. He'll probably end up being the center fielder long term. So I guess Wyatt Langford might be. I still think we bring in a bat, and I still think we give Langford a little bit of more, a little more space. Don't make him start right out. But yeah, Uncle Ted, I can tell me and you are going to be buddies already. I mean, that's weird to say, but we're going to agree at least. Taveras is so underrated in my opinion. Even in Rangers fandoms, in my opinion, I'd be sad. Now, if we traded him away and we got something like a starting pitcher or a relief pitcher that would help us, I won't be sad. But he's really not being respected right now, in my opinion. Good ball player. Yeah, CJ Cron, I mean, first round draft pick when he first came, has had a really good career, massive power. He was in Colorado, he had massive power. He was, LA, but it's Anaheim, massive power. Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders on the screen, gotta love that. I would love Cron. He fits. I agree with you, what you said. Let him DH against lefties, give Lowe a blow. Obviously, Lowe's way better defensively than Cron. But you get Cron 300-400 at bats, give Lowe a blow. Give him a day off against a hard lefty now and then. Although Nate hits lefties pretty good. I think Nate has a big year. Let's be real. We're talking about Tavares disrespected, Silver Slugger, and a Golden Glover in the last 2 years. Nate Lowe. Also underrated, a stud. But I mean, Crone would fit really nicely in that DH spot, if you ask me. Rangers will miss, maybe. I mean, you need to trade good players to get good players. But maybe he's, him and Acuna are the two that, well, no. Shoot. The starter that we sent over to KC, he just went off after we let him go. He's going to be the big prospect. First down, baby. Oh, no, bad guys. He's going to be the biggest prospect from 2023 that we gave up that it's going to come back to hurt us. But, yeah, him and Acuna and, Reagan's, exactly. Sorry, I'm watching the game and I'm talking about baseball. I liked him. I did. I didn't know he was going to be that good. Cole Reagan's obviously I'm talking about. I mean, he's the centerpiece of the Royals pitching moving forward. Yeah, I think he's going to, he likely will have a good year or a good career, But, pick! Did you catch it? Yeah! Goff threw right into coverage. Lewis right. It looked like Lewis. Yeah, well, come on. He looked really good. Jordan Lewis with a pick there. Up 7-3. Boy, what do we got to be like the 35-yard line? Where was this? 45. I'll take it. Yeah, baby. Yeah, but he looked really good. Well, he says, I think the Dodgers won the World Series. Wow. The Dodgers offseason. Greatest offseason ever? Greatest offseason ever. I think the Dodgers will win the World Series because the Braves have a question mark in left field and weakness on starting pitching. I don't know if I agree with that. I think the Dodgers will win the World Series because they have the best roster in the NL by far. Well, by a little. The Braves are pretty good. The Braves still have Fried. They still have Charlie Morton. Now, Charlie Morton's almost as old as me. But who am I missing? They've got some pitching. Uncle Ted says Dodgers don't win squat. Princess Otani and his boyfriend will be walking their matching dogs while the Rangers win the World Series. Well, I like the second half of that. Otani's pretty good. I would have loved to have had him. He's pretty good. Braves cancel like that. Braves offense. That Braves offense is insane. Look at the year Matt Olson had. Nobody talked about him because of Acuna. Like the year Acuna had is amazing. The year Olson had amazing. They give up Freddie Freeman, excuse me, to the Dodgers, and they get Matt Olson. And Matt Olson went from one of the best first basemen to even better. Unbelievable. Yeah, world's most expensive DH. Well, that's true. But they're 1, 2, and 3 hitters. You're going to have, when you're facing the Dodgers, Betts, Freeman, and Otani, when they're all healthy at the same time, 15 at-bats between those three. You're not shutting them out likely, that's for sure. That's pretty brutal. When Otani came here to Arlington, he did some damage. He hit a couple second deck home runs and had 3-for-3 games with stolen bases. And Ryan Note is good, but Matt Olson 2.0? Woo, that is high praise right there, Ted. That is high praise. I hear good things about him, but I don't know. I would rather have Charlie Morton in the bullpen and get someone younger to replace him. I don't see Morton being in the bullpen. I think when he's not a starter, he's probably done, which probably is last year or this year, I think. Brad Acus with the first down right there. Hold on, I'm watching the replay on the pick. Yeah, oh man. So I didn't see it live because I'm talking to you guys too, but Goff spins and didn't even look. Oh, that's horrible. I used to coach a little football. I was a quarterback coach, actually. I would have, my high school kids, my freshman high school kids, I would have loved the Dan Quinn highlight there. I would have benched my kid at the freshman high school level. That is Jared Goff's great. That was horrible. Where'd I go? Uncle Ted said something about Eric Lauer. Eric Lauer's a steal. Eric Lauer's great. Last season was a wash. He'll bounce back. And we need a lefty. Lauer was with the Padres a few years ago, wasn't he? Am I thinking of the right guy? Padre and a Brewer, right? I think I have that right. Dakota Hudson, yep. Great pen arm. I'd love to have him here in Arlington. We in Arlington, talking about the Texas Rangers here, we need an arm or two. You know, we just had Diego Castillo. I don't think he even makes the team. I hope I'm wrong. Hold on. First down. Ooh, big hit. Did he hold it? First down. We picked up a good reliever. I'm not sad about our relief corps here. You know, I don't know who the closer is. Sporzy, I think will probably be at Leclerc. Probably start off. Do we sign Hader? I think we might. While I'll be happy if we get him, I kind of hope we don't. I mean, it's not my money, but I don't like the idea of spending that much money on a closer. If it's him or nobody else, I'd take him, of course. I mean, obviously, one of the top 3 or 4 closers in the game. I just don't think he's going to be an elite closer in 5 years because he's already been an elite closer for 5 years. And, you know, how many people are Kenley Jansen or Craig Kimbrell or Mariano Rivera or Trevor Hoffman? I mean, most closers aren't closers that long. Yeah. Imanaga is going to be great. Yeah. Padres, right? Did they get him? I believe that's what it was. I mean, Yamamoto. Okay, wait, Ted. So, wait a minute. Imanaga is great. Great. Yamamoto is 10x that. Free play for the boys. Oh. Yamamoto's going to be good. I mean, I've only seen the videos that everyone else has seen. But he's good. He's real good. Yeah, Piamps is great. I love him. Yeah. I mean, he could be an 8th inning guy or a 9th inning guy. You know your stuff, Ted. You know your baseball. I love it. You are my kind of baseball fan. Didn't know what to say there. Again, my name is Jeff Bates, Texas Rangers Clubhouse, my channel. I'm really glad you're here tonight. We are watching the Cowboys, who are driving. 1st and 10, Pollard down to the 5. We're up 7-3 against the 11-4 Detroit Lions. We'll probably be the 5 seed, win or lose, but I'd really like us to win. Whether we're the 5 seed or the 1 seed or anything in between, as I said earlier in the day, if we lose to Detroit, we've lost to who? We've lost to Buffalo. We've lost to the Dolphins. We lost to the Niners. Going into the playoffs with those facts doesn't look real good for us. So, yeah, we need to win tonight, regardless of what it does to our seeding. The only live stream Dodge Rangers. Thank you, buddy. Hey, I'm on. Honestly, I used to do a lot of live streams. I haven't been doing them. Oh, we dropped it. Okay, so that ball came out and went through the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. Yeah. We just lost the ball. He fumbled it into the end zone and went out of bounds. That is Detroit's ball and a touchback. Please show on the replay he didn't catch it. Okay, no, it's a catch for sure. Oh, it's 100%. So it was a catch, a fumble into the end zone, out of bounds, touchback, bad guys. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Anyway, thank you, Uncle Ted. I appreciate those nice words. I may or may not do this a lot more. I used to do a lot of live streaming on my couple other channels, but one main channel. And we'll see. We'll see. I might do more live streams. It's fun with, honestly, it's fun with people like you. Willie knows his stuff. He's a sports fan. I've known him for years. You clearly know your stuff. We get a nice little community that comes and talks baseball. I just might, Ted. I mean, I appreciate that. That's really nice that you say that. I love it when there's people not kissing your butt here, but people like you to talk baseball. Willie knows his stuff. We get a little group of people that knows the game. I'll be here a lot. I'll get caught. I know I got a couple of texts there or comments there. I'll get caught up here in a minute. Hold on. Looks like my stream got screwed up here. What's going on? Here we go. I had a little freeze up there. I don't know if I'm caught up or not. Anyway, let me get caught up in the chat. Here we go. Willie said, if you could pick any Hall of Famer to bring back in their prime to play in this era of football, who would you pick? Ooh, in football. I was a big Kellen Winslow fan. I like the tight end position. I never played tight end. I was a quarterback, played a little running back, a little receiver, played safety, was horrible. Was horrible. I liked getting away from the tackle, not making the tackle. But I was a big Kellen Winslow fan when I was a very young kid. If I could pick any Hall of Famer to bring back in their prime to play in this era of football, who would I pick? Very Homer-y here. Dan Fouts. I loved him as a kid. He was the quarterback of the Chargers when I was a young kid in San Diego. I don't know if he could do it here. I mean, there's so much more athletic now. I'd like to see, selfishly, if he could be a superstar, So that would be my selfish answer. Fake. Wow. First down, Detroit. I was talking to you and I wasn't really paying attention, but they fake punted there. Wow. He was down at like a 15 or something. Okay, 26, but still. That is a gutsy freaking call. Wow. I'm shocked by that. That is a gutsy call. Wow. All right, back to Willie's question. I'm thinking. Boy, first down, Detroit down to the 27 now. I don't know, Willie. Who would you say? I'm sure there's so many good answers here. Fouts and Winslow pop in my head. Winslow would be a superstar. Big freaking tight end. The kid they got from Clemson. He'll be a top 4 or 5 pick. A lot like Winslow. Deion was a lot of fun. I'm a big Deion fan. I don't know. I think those are my answers. Randall Cunningham, boy, he was so fun to watch. I really enjoyed. I hate the Eagles. Super hate the Eagles. Always have. Before I rooted for the Cowboys, I hated the Eagles. But I always loved Randall Cunningham. That guy was fun. I played quarterback. He had such a great arm. But I was a scrambler. Wow. Detroit's looking good. Randall was amazing. Boy, my TV is definitely not on the right time of the stream here. I'm definitely behind. Keeps freezing up. Yeah, Cunningham was great. That would be an interesting call. That would be good. Running speedy quarterbacks. I loved Michael Vick. Boy, you want to go win the Wayback Machine? I love Steve Grogan. I love Fran Tarkington. Tarkington was a little before me, but yeah, Sanders would thrive in any NFL. You can't teach that speed, right? Deion would take away a whole half of the field. I mean, he was Darrelle Revis before Darrelle Revis was, Revis Island. Deion not only would stop a whole half of the field, but he would be dominant in the return game. And you wouldn't throw at Deion, not because you didn't want to use that receiver, because for fear of a pick six, he was that great. Yeah, he would definitely thrive. And again, I don't know if I said this earlier, Uncle Ted, with all that stuff, but I appreciate that, man. I really do. I probably will. Good question, Willie. I love those. Randall Cunningham is a good call. All right, 2nd and 10. I think I'm probably behind here. Incomplete now, 3rd and 10. Hour into the stream already. Wow. Glad you guys are here. Quiet in the chat, but Ted and Willie, you guys are awesome bringing the sports knowledge. I love it. That's the neat thing, be able to go to a game and talk to people who love the game and know what they're talking about. I love this. So thanks for popping in. All right, what do we got? Again, I might be behind on my stream here. It's been spinning a little bit, but 3rd and goal. Yeah, baby. Knock him out at the 4th and goal. So he went for it on the punt. Did they go for it on 4th and 4? I don't think so. I think he's going to kick a field goal, but I didn't think he'd go for that fake punt either. Offense is staying out there. Again, I don't know if I'm behind on the stream. You guys might be way ahead of me. Rangers need to go all in on YouTube and forget right? I've heard a few things. I don't know where I read it, but I've heard that this week, the week between Christmas and New Year's Eve, which I guess ends tomorrow, we would potentially hear some news on the Bally's what the heck's going on front. So I don't know what's going to happen. I believe deeply that it'll be good long-term for both the Rangers and Major League Baseball. They got to get away from Bally's. You know what? There's so much money to be made. If you're flailing and going bankrupt and you have baseball package, and I get it, the world's changed, the value changed because now everybody's streaming. But what Ted said, I deeply agree. Just go all in on YouTube. You know what? Each team, the Texas Longhorns have their network. Each team should just have their network. And yeah, they should go on YouTube. Just put all the games on YouTube. Rangers would be a global. Amen. What Ted said. Every team could do that, though. I like the way you think. All right, big play here. 4th and goal. They should be kicking a field goal here. Even if they score a touchdown, that's the wrong call, in my opinion. Let's get a pick. One more pick 6. Parsons just misses Goff. That was stupid to go for it there. Again, they score a touchdown, but that was dumb. Another 93-yard touchdown wouldn't make me sad here for the Cowboys. Look at that. I don't know if you're watching what I'm watching, the replay. Parsons, he's as good as anybody I've ever seen. He is Lawrence Taylor pass rush good. He's unstoppable. Anyway, they go to commercial. I'll give you a little commercial. My name is Jeff Bates. Mr. Willie is in the chat. We got to know each other over on the Dole Whip Dad channel. You can go check out that channel if you want. This is the Texas Rangers Clubhouse where Uncle Ted and a few others. There's a few other people here staying quiet. That's okay. I'm glad you're here, whether you're talking like Ted and Willie and I, or you're sitting in the background. That's cool too. We talk Texas Rangers here. I dropped a video today, top 5 potential breakout stars for the Rangers in 2024. I hope you check that out. It is also a podcast. Listen to it where podcasts are found, almost everywhere. Texas Rangers Clubhouse. I only got 4 episodes up now. I'll be doing that more. And again, you can watch the video from today or listen to the podcast. My top 5 potential breakout stars for the Rangers in 2024. Inspired by MLB.com's article, 1 for each team in MLB. Angel will be better off without Ohtani. Ron Washington back in the ALS West is scary. Ted, I love me some Ron Washington as a coach. As a manager, the Angels are going to be bad. I like Ron Washington. I'm glad he got another gig. They are not going to be a threat for the next 3-4 years. Will they be better off without Ohtani? Maybe, but they should have traded Ohtani. They got nothing for Ohtani. Stupid. Willie asks, excuse me, how you feel Oakland baseball team moving to Vegas. I think that boy, I'm going to make people mad here. I'm glad there's not a million people here for that question because, if I had 100 people here, I would make some people mad. The Oakland A's fans didn't go to the games. Now, their owner might be a putz, clearly a putz. They didn't go, man. You have to move, and they will have success in Vegas. I'm happy they're leaving. Frankly, all the teams that don't have anybody showing up, Tampa Bay should move. Yep, Uncle Ted said it. Oakland is trash. The city is trash. The ownership is trash. I feel bad for the longtime fans because you can't. All you can do is go to one game, right? You can't be 100 people, but just like San Diego didn't deserve to keep the Chargers because they couldn't make the deal happen. That's how I feel. I'm glad they're going to Vegas. It'll be better for baseball. Devin announced what's going on. Devin, I'm glad you're here. The main thing with the Angels right now is they don't have many versatile weapons right now. I deeply agree with that. I was really hoping they would sign Benji Gilp as their manager. I do like Ron Washington. I think they're not going to be. They're in trouble because C.J. Wilson, Josh Hamilton, and now what are you looking at? Anthony Rendon. Even the Pujols contract was kind of a albatross, as they say. First down, boys. Out of the 21. Is that Pollard? What was I saying? Angels. I don't think the Angels are going anywhere in the next 3 or 4 years. I think they have nothing. I like the Mickey Moniak kid. La Costa Canyon High School, where same league where I played and coached back in the day at San Marcos High, but I like him a little bit. Yeah, they don't have a lot. I like that first baseman kid. He's good. Anthony Rendon is a cancer, and they need to get rid of him. They're a couple of years away from having a chance. Devin, welcome in. I hope I said hello to you. Welcome in, Devin. One of my favorite names of all time. That's a whole. There was a girl in college named Devin. Rays need to move to Nashville and get the heck out of Tampa. I totally agree. What a dumpster fire that is to seal. Well, I think it was you who said that about Oakland. Nashville deserves a team. I think I'd go Montreal and Nashville. Yeah, I think I would. Hold on, I will get to chat. 2nd and 4. Play action. Prescott, plenty of time. Wide open, first down to the 40. I will take that. Dumb move, not trading. Yeah, I kind of respect the owner, Artie Moreno, in Anaheim, wanting to keep Trout and Ohtani for his fans, but that ensures losing for your franchise for a long time. Let's be real. As great as Trout is, you couldn't get garbage for him right now. That contract is so big, and his value is so far away from how much you'd have to pay for it. It's just too bad. I wish they would have both moved out of there. Tud says Tokyo needs a team more than anywhere. Mr. Willie, if you love baseball, oh, thank you, buddy. I did watch Babe Ruth. What are you saying? Shut up. Devin says, yeah, but now they have the Oakland Ballers that took. Yeah, I saw that. Somebody Knight Tricker in the house. What are the chances we land Hader? I mean, I think it's 50-50. I think it's the Dodgers and the Rangers. I said it earlier. I would love to have him in our bullpen. I'm worried that he's asking for $100 million is all the reports, and I just don't think a closer is worth that. Not my money, so I guess I do want him. Of course I want him. He's great. Prescott sacked. Ugh. I'd rather, honestly, go get Jordan Hicks and another arm and maybe a starter for that $100 million. I also don't think if we get $100 million 5-year Josh Hader, he'll be our closer for 5 years. I just don't think with all the innings he's pitched. Also, I don't like his attitude. He told, was it Melvin and the Padres to go pound sand when they want him to go pitch one more than one inning. I'm not a fan of that at all. But he's elite. And would it give us a better chance to win the AL West and go deep in the playoffs and win the World Series next year? Yeah, it really would. So short term, I'd be excited. If we sign him, if the news comes across, I'll be high-fiving myself. I'd be very, very excited. But long term, I'm not sure it's the right play. Does that make sense? That was a long answer. Knight Tricker, welcome in. I hope I said hello to you. I'm really glad you're here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Talk a lot of baseball, Texas Rangers, and tonight we're talking Dallas Cowboys. Ted says, Washington manufactures runs like no manager ever. You take C.J. Wilson in the World Series, then anything is possible. I liked C.J. on the hill. He was pretty good for a while. He was a good closer. for a year. And he's an interesting, weird guy. Super. What was it? What was it? Straight Edge, right? Interesting guy. Now he's a race car guy, I guess. Yeah. I like Ron Washington. I love him as a coach. Highly respected. The Dodger way back in the days, but it was a Dodger for years. I get all that, but I moved here in 2011, right in the Rangers are good Ron Washington era. I didn't find him a good in-game manager. What do I know? Just my opinion. But I'm a fan of him. Funny guy, fun guy, beloved guy. Over under on Wyatt Langer. Who's Langer? Wyatt Langford hitting 20 home runs this year. Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, I take the over. I think that he doesn't start in April, but I think it makes no sense to not. I mean, what's he going to do? Hit 40 in AAA? Yeah, I think 20. I think he does. Knight? What do you think? I'd be interested in everyone's answer in the chat, especially Knight's. Yeah, I would take the over on that. Am I being a homer there? I think I would. Even though I don't think he starts out of spring training in left field or as DH. He might. I think, yeah, I would take the over on that. Angels need to move Mike Trout and go, yeah, they're not going to, though. But, yeah, they do. No, they don't. They needed to do that last year. That's not even true. They needed to do it the year before, at least the offseason before. I mean, even last year it was too late. They could have got the Brinks truck back up to them for Ohtani a year and a half ago. And where they get I think they got a comp pick between the 1 and the 2. By the way, Major League Baseball draft in Arlington this year. I will almost assuredly be there. Yeah, Uncle Ted. Hader does want stupid money. He wants more than Edwin Diaz. It's been reported. Who knows what's real? It's been reported that he wants more than Edwin Diaz got last year. 100 million 5 years is what I've been saying. Seeing. Devin says, honestly, I'd rather us re-sign Monty. You know, I loved Monty. I think he was great. I think he's going to get overpaid too. I want him. He's going to get that Brinks truck that I mentioned. I think he goes to Boston. Yeah, I think he goes. I think that because he's working out in Boston, they need a pitcher. They just traded Sales, so they need a pitcher even more now. That's my pick. I think he goes to Boston. I think they overpay for him. Will he continue to be good? Yeah, but I think we got the best 2 months out of Jordan Montgomery of his career. But I'd be happy we got him. But I think he's going to get too much too. Where do you put Owen White in the rotation in the first half of the season? So my video today is about that. I name the 5 guys that I think might be breakouts. I think Owen White gets between 2 and 6 starts in the first couple months of the season. It just makes sense. As soon as anyone gets hurt, it's Owen White. Could be later, but it'll probably be Owen White. And I like him. You know, I was there for his first game last year. Bradford got the start, and I guess White came in the 5th inning. In the 6th inning, pitched 2 innings. I think he's going to be a good pro. I think he's going to be a good starter. I was glad when we didn't trade him this year. Do I think he's going to win the Cy Young Award this year? No. Do I think he'd be a 500 pitcher? Give us 100 innings? He could. I don't think we're going to need that many out of him, so I think he could be valuable. Long term, I see him being a 2 or a 3 starter. I think the worst case scenario is probably a 3 or a 4 starter, 3rd or 4th starter in the rotation, which is pretty good. Could he be a top of rotation guy? I suppose he could. I mean, everybody's saying how he didn't have that great of a year last year. He was fine. His ERA wasn't that horrible. That, you know, AA in Texas, you're not going to have a 2.5 ERA. So I think he's going to be pretty good. But you ask, where do you put Owen White in the rotation first half of the season? I think he's the first man up. You know, I think we've got our 5. And, you know, 0% chance of no one getting hurt. So I think he's the first guy up when somebody gets out. Knight says over on the Wyatt Langford 20. Where will Kershaw play next season? What a great question that is. So I'm a Dodger fan and a Ranger fan. Rangers first, but I'm from Southern California. Born in LA, grew up in San Diego. Where am I at? You see that hat? Where am I at? KC Live. That is a Kershaw Challenge Live hat. Nice punt return by whoever that is for Detroit. Kershaw Challenge Live. That is the foundation for Clayton Kershaw and his wife. I'm a huge Clayton Kershaw fan. Greatest pitcher of my lifetime. Big fan. Fan of the man. Fan of his foundation. and certainly fan of his left arm. I think it makes most sense to just sign in LA. The GM out there has already, Gomes, I think, has already said if Clayton wants to pitch for us, he can pitch for us. He's hurt. I'm surprised they wouldn't just sign him and let him rehab with them. Maybe he doesn't want to. Clayton Kershaw came out pretty recently, I think a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, whatever. I read that he said, me and my wife will talk about it after the holidays. When asked where you're going to pitch or if you're going to pitch. So if that's the case, he didn't say I'll be in LA if I'm healthy. He said, I'm going to be healthy. I think they're talking June or July for him. I don't want to lie to anybody. I think that's the case. Whatever. Here's the thing. And I said this to my buddy the other day who's a Padre fan. If the Dodgers are rolling and they don't need a starting pitcher and they're up in the West by 10 games at the All-Star break, does it make sense to bring in Clayton Kershaw? It might. It still might. But what do you do if you've got a starting staff that's rolling? You got prospects you want to get a start if and when you need somebody. I don't know. He might, do I say this out loud? He might not fit in LA. I think it would be a travesty if he didn't go back to LA. All of that said, yeah, Willie, I don't disagree. All of that said, he lives here. I was at the 3 games for the Dodgers here in Arlington. 2 of the 3, him and his kids were on the field. Him and his wife were on the field and in the dugout and he wasn't even off the DL is my point. He wasn't even pitching yet. He was hurt. Him and his wife were hanging out the one day in the visitors dugout and coming out of the field and whatever, working out. That last day, the 3rd game of the series. Sorry, my phone, my game feed is being weird. He brought his kids. He had a couple of his kids and his wife, and they were having a ball. He is good buddies with Chris Young, our GM. I wouldn't be shocked, and I would be excited as a Clayton Kershaw fan if he did sign here. Now, it also doesn't make a lot of sense because, as others have said, and it's pretty funny, but also true, we've already won the trade deadline. We got Maile coming. We got Scherzer coming. We got DeGrom coming, all between the All-Star break and August 31st, likely, if everything goes well. So if Clayton Kershaw is coming back about the same time, that would be 4. Now, all of that doesn't freaking matter because, boy, what a long answer I'm giving you. We'll see what happens. Pitching is pitching. People get hurt. So if the Dodgers need an arm, Clayton's definitely back. The Dodgers don't need an arm and he wants to sign there, they've got the money. They're going to sign him, give him his, walk off into the sunset year and be done with it. But if there's no need for it and there's a need in Dallas, in Arlington, watching the Cowboys, he said for a long time he wants to play here. Do you know who he was a center on the high school team? You guys probably know this. You guys are baseball people. He was a center on the high school football team. His quarterback, Matt Stafford. Anyway, that was a long answer. 54 seconds in the first half. 3rd and 1. Again, my phone and my TV are wonky right now. I think I just got too many things going on the internet. So I'm not sure if I'm behind here. Michael stops him. Big play, 4th down. Knight says, what's your honest opinion of Nathaniel Lowe? Does the World Series make him a cornerstone player? So, Knight, I'm going to be different than most people on this one. I don't understand the Nathaniel Lowe hate. Let me just be clear. And I'm passionate about this one. I love him. In the last 2 years, okay, he was a Silver Slugger at first base, meaning the best offensive hitter, the best offensive player in the AL, and a Gold Glove winner. So, over the last 2 years, he was named 1 year the best hitter at his position, and the other year, the best defensive first baseman. So who is better than him at first base that we can have? Okay, he's not Matt Olson. He's not Freddie Freeman. But in the AL, who's better? More importantly, really truthfully, who would we put there without him? Who's our backup? Ezekiel Duran? What we needed last year was a first baseman with a right-handed bat to back up Nate Lowe. My concern with Nate Lowe is he plays so much. I like to get him out off of the needing for 155 starts. I'd like him to start in 135 starts and have some big CJ Crone. How about that? Because was it Ted? I think it was Ted said earlier. Perfect fit. I like Justin Turner, JT. Justin Turner can play first base and second base and third base and shortstop and DH and can hit from the right side. So I think he fits perfectly for us. He can be the backup at all those positions. Oh boy. Yeah, I see that. I'll get to that comment here in a minute. That would be beautiful. But Nate Lowe is so underrated. Insanely underrated. Now, I might sound like a homer there, but I'm right. Nate Lowe is a freaking stud. And I love him. I love his attitude. I love him in the clubhouse. Everybody seems to love him. He makes me smile. What if Clayton comes to Georgia? He ain't. He's either, and it's, I would say it's 97, 98% he's in LA, 2 or 3% he comes to Texas, 0% he goes anywhere else but the Hall of Fame. Pete Alonso would look good in a Ranger uniform. I love Pete Alonso, but I love Nate Lowe. Pete Alonso is going to get a boat freaking load of money. He's going to play first base somewhere, but then he can move over to DH. I guess that could be here. But I would think it's likely that he gets traded this year, or more likely the Mets lock him up. Cohen's got more money than anybody. So, I mean, the Mets already want to burn down the place. You let Alonso go, they might just freak out. I think he's staying in New York. All right, we are at halftime at the game. Lions 3, Cowboys 7, 10-5 Cowboys ahead of the 11-4 Detroit Lions here in Dallas-Fort Worth, Arlington, to be specific. Jimmy Johnson, the great head coach of the Cowboys of my childhood, going into the Ring of Honor, and ESPN is going to cover it, so we'll watch that together here in a minute. Did I miss a chat? I feel like I got caught up in chat. I hope I did. We've been live for an hour and a half. I cannot believe we've been doing it. I was going to decide at halftime if we were going to go. I told myself if we had 10, I would stay. I'm having a good time. I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere. As long as you guys still having a good time, we'll stick around for a while. I'm going to watch the Jimmy Johnson. Most likely we'll watch the second half together too. I used to go live a lot. I used to go live a lot on another channel. This is my first time for a watch party. I've gone live here on the Texas Rangers Clubhouse. Texas Rangers Clubhouse is a baseball channel. We talk about the Texas Rangers, Major League Baseball, and tonight we're talking about the NFL and the Cowboys because I just wanted to. I'm glad you guys are here. If you're new here, welcome in. A couple of you are are subscribers of the channel. A couple new faces in here too. I'm glad you guys are here. I see the numbers versus the people in chat, so I know there's a couple people lurking too. I'm glad you are here too. My name is Jeff. The channel is Texas Rangers Clubhouse. I love me some Texas Rangers. I'm a Dodgers fan and a Rangers fan. Rangers first, Dodgers back in the day. Dodgers have done some things that have really annoyed me over the last few years. But I was born in LA, raised in San Diego. Family's been Dodger fans for years. But I moved out here 2011 or whatever. Been a Ranger fan for a while. Season ticket holder. Love the Rangers, and that's what the basis for my channel is. All right, looks like Jimmy Johnson's going into the Ring of Fame right now. Bob Lilly, he's before me. Mel Renfro, he was before me. I remember having his card, though. Roger Staubach, one of the greats of all time. Heisman Trophy winner with Navy. Tony D. I remember Monday Night Football game when I was a kid where he went 99 yards. Randy White, I bet he can still beat me up today. You should look at the camera, kid. Troy Aikman, underrated. Could put a ball on a dime. Michael freaking Irvin, so much fun. I'm not a fan of Skip Bayless, but I do like me some Michael Irvin. Emmitt Smith, one of the greats of all time. Drew Pearson, the original 88. Hail Mary, invented by him, basically. Charles Haley, boy, all he did was win rings and sack people. Darren Woodson, isn't he on the commercials now? Stud. DeMarcus Ware. Oh, my gosh. What a nice Ring of Honor we have. That's amazing. Oh, and one more. Jimmy. I'll tell you what. That cheerleader can go in the ring, too. So I never coached in the NFL, but I'm an old high school football coach. I love coaches. I love football coaches. I'm a big Jimmy Johnson fan. I think he does a great job on Fox. I'll say it. I think he's an underrated coach. I loved him. And I still do. Glad he's going in. I'm going to get caught up in chat here in a minute. I want to listen to this. Again, I'll get caught up in chat here in a second, guys. Amen. How about them Cowboys? Good stuff. Hold on. I'm watching Jimmy and Super Hot Cheerleader. There's Bradshaw. I love this stuff. You guys like this stuff? Somebody hug that cheerleader. Oh, this is cool. All right, I'm going to get caught up in chat while they're hugging. Did you get to see Nolan Ryan in person? What's your favorite live memory of the Rangers? Good question. So, my favorite memory of Nolan Ryan is at spring training. Me and a couple of buddies used to go to spring training a lot in Arizona. And he was on the field. Boy, what year would have this been? Bochy was the manager of the Padres, so it preceded the Giants. Anyway, he was on the field at a Ranger game. I think it was a Padre Ranger game. Pretty sure. Not positive. And we stayed afterwards. Maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours even after the spring training game. Nolan Ryan was on the field, and there was a line all the way up the entire, the bottom row of the bowl, and it went all the way up to the top, and then it was a line. I know, when you walk around, I don't know how many people were in that line. He stayed the whole time and signed every autograph. And I was already a Nolan Ryan fan, but had I never known him before, that would have made me a fan. My dad got me a Nolan Ryan autographed baseball when I was a kid. I mean, we lived in San Diego. I was a Dodgers fan, but Nolan Ryan's one of the greats of all time. And yeah, I love Nolan Ryan. That's my favorite memory of him. Let me get caught up, or let me listen to this, and we'll get caught up in chat here and again. It's weird, though, my Nolan Ryan in-person live memory, he was already retired. But that's it. I loved it. And I've been to events where he spoke and stuff. All right, I'm going to listen to Jerry talk about Jimmy and stuff, and that'll get caught up. Devin, looks like your chat's next. I think this relationship is misunderstood. They've been saying that a lot lately, and I believe them. Type A personalities, Love it. Love it. If you're not aware, I'm listening to Jimmy Johnson give his speech accepting him joining the Ring of Honor. You weren't great when you were 1-15. You guys watching this? I hope you are. Again, I know I'm asking you guys to be patient here, but I'm listening to the Jimmy Johnson speech. I hope you stick around. Hang out for a couple more minutes, please. How about them Cowboys? That was great. I hope you guys are watching that. If you're a Cowboy fan, you didn't watch that, you're going to go back and check it out. I love that. I love that. Again, no apologies. I love great coaches. I love great football coaches. I love great leaders. That was awesome. I'm happy for the guy. All right, I'm behind in chat. Let's get caught up. So, Knight, did you get to see the Nolan Ryan in person? Yeah, I already answered that. Hold on, it's almost over. All right, let's watch the unveiling and then I'll get caught up in chat. Here we go. There it is. That's awesome. Forever, right? No, as long as the stadium's there. That's good. I enjoyed that. Good stuff. All right. So, yeah, there's my Nolan Ryan story. Did I ever see him pitch live? I don't know if I did or not. I remember another, I got to get caught up here, but I did, my favorite memory that pops in my head right as I'm speaking, he was on the Astros. I hate the Astros. I hated him then. But I was watching like Game of the Week on a Saturday. He was pitching against the Dodgers. Tommy Lasorda came out and was arguing with the ump, arguing at the home plate, and Nolan threw a fastball like he was warming up, and him and Tommy went at it. That, of course, the Robin Ventura greatness, one of the greats of all time. I have a grandson named Nolan, named after Nolan Ryan. We're big Nolan Ryan fans. Big Nolan Ryan fans. My son-in-law and his dad actually argue about Nolan Ryan all the time. They put him in the top like 4 or 5 starting pitchers ever. I don't. But I love Nolan Ryan. A huge fan. I've been a huge fan of his for my whole life. All right, next, Devin says, I did, excuse me, I'm sorry. I do honestly find it hilarious that every other news outlet says the Rangers bought their World Series. Meanwhile, we see the Dodgers over here paying $1.1 billion in a single offseason. I have a strong opinion that does not go with the flow on this one. I don't understand. Great comment, by the way. I don't understand why people seem to want the owners to keep the money. How many yachts do you want Cohen in New York to have? I don't understand it. Mark Walter in LA, you don't want him to spend this money? They receive the revenue. They're not stupid. They're not losing money. Here's who we should be mad at. The Pirates owner, the A's owner, mentioned it in chat earlier, and the list goes on. The teams that aren't even trying, they're just making a profit because the Padres and the Mets and the Yankees go over the threshold. Last year, those are the 3 that went over the threshold. It's stupid. The argument that the Dodgers are spending too much and it's unfair, it's just stupid. And I'm sorry if you think that. It's stupid. The Rangers, by the way, I'll say it, the Corey Seager contract, which is a top 10 value contract, is going to be a bargain by the end. I mean, they won a World Series because they signed Marcus and Corey and Gray and DeGrom. I know he didn't pitch a lot. And come on. Is there really an argument that the A's way or the Pirates way is better? No, it's stupid. I hate the argument that the players shouldn't get paid. The argument the players shouldn't get paid is an argument for the owner should keep the money in their own pockets. I can't imagine how stupid someone could be to come up with that. And again, I apologize if one of you disagrees with me because I'm being pretty blunt about the stupid, but can you give me a reason why you'd rather the owners not spend the money? Help me understand that. I'm just not that dumb. Jimmy Johnson, the last Dallas Cowboys coach who had a backbone towards Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is misunderstood. Jerry Jones is a nice old man who does a lot for the NFL. I'm a Jerry Jones fan. I think the hate for Jerry Jones is the same thing as the hate for the money. I think people just want to be mad at rich people. I think Jerry Jones seems to me like a dude I'd like to hang out with. Knight says Josh Hamilton was originally looked at for his pitching ability. Wow, I didn't know that. Was he really? I mean, he had a big arm, so I'm not surprised. He could have been Shohei Ohtani before Shohei Ohtani, but the league wasn't allowing. Yeah. A lot of people, Dave Winfield, back in the day, he was a pitcher. There's so many that, the best athletes pitched and played shortstop, right? Pitched and caught, pitched and played first, whatever. And, you get to college and sometimes it works out. Jacob deGrom wasn't a pitcher. We talked about earlier in the stream today, hit a home run off of Chris Sale in college. There's so many of them. Trevor Hoffman was a shortstop who couldn't hit, became a Hall of Fame reliever. It probably should happen more. Will it happen more? I don't know. I don't know that teams are willing to do what I think that's why Ohtani went to Anaheim, because they said they were willing to do it. I think there was plenty of other teams that are like, slow your roll, kid. You're not going to do both. Clearly it's worked out. Clearly it's worked out. Knight, you were watching the speech. Wasn't that great? I loved it. I loved it. I love it. I love these cookies too. I'm watching them walk through all the guys. That's cool. Good stuff. All right. It's time for the second half. Got to be honest, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep going, but I'm having a good time. As long as you guys are still here, I'll stick around. Cowboys up 7-3. They're going to get the ball with the lead. Started the 25 after another touchback. 10-5 Cowboys. 11-4 Lions. The Lions will win their division. Cowboys probably won't. They'll probably be the 5 seed. Still a big game in my opinion. I mean, you got to win this game. 7-3 at halftime. I would have lost that bet. I picked the Cowboys to win 30-23. That was my prediction on the game. I don't think the score is going to be that high. If you went with the over today, you are not going to cash. It seems. Apparently, it's Ohio State and Missouri again. Same field. All right, they gained 4, 2nd and 6. Pitching and hitting is very tough to do, and not everyone can do that. Yeah. That's for sure. So again, I'll probably stick around for the rest. We'll see. If the chat keeps being fun, we'll stick around. I'm glad you guys are here again. My name is Jeff Bates, Texas Rangers Clubhouse of the channel. Today's video is all about the top 5. Oh, we moved. Top 5, in my opinion, potential breakout stars for the Rangers in 2024. Hope you check that out over on my channel. This channel, Texas Rangers Clubhouse. Devin, the thing with the Rangers contracts versus the Dodgers with the Rangers, they split up the contracts over 2 to 3 off seasons compared to a single off season. Well, that's very true. But again, my point is the revenue's there. What are the Dodgers going to lose money? Do they win financially on the $700 million Ohtani contract? Yeah, they're going to. They probably will make more than that in Asia alone. And it won't be, by the way, it won't be jersey sales. Everybody says it's jersey sales. Jersey sales going to a pot. All the jersey sales going to a pot, and all the teams share them. Pittsburgh Pirates are going to make as much revenue off of Dodgers Ohtani jerseys as the Dodgers do. It's not that, but it is plenty of other things. Knight says, what options do we have as far as starting pitching? Is Montgomery signing elsewhere? Is Snell on our radar? Snell is not on our radar as far as I know. I got to be honest with you. I doubt Montgomery is either. I hope he is. I like Snell. I love Snell, the guy. He's hilarious. I don't like what he means for your staff. 5 or 6 innings every 5 days kills your bullpen. I mean, it's kind of the way the league's gone now. I think the league is coming back to the Blake Snell kind of people. And I do love him. He's a great pitcher, but he's frustrating. He walks a lot of guys. I wouldn't pay that kind of money for him. Obviously he's great, but I wouldn't pay that kind of money for him. Coincidentally, or not convert. In addition, I don't think I would pay for Montgomery either. I think we got the best 2 months of his career. I like him very, very much. I love what he did for us. I would love for either of those guys to be Rangers. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. What is our staff right now? It's we got Gray, we've got Haney. Hold on, I'm watching the game too. We'll be fine. My point is, without going down the list, we'll be fine for the first half. And then we've got 3 guys coming at the All-Star break or between the All-Star break and August 31st, likely. I think we'll be fine. Oh, and by the way, then we got Owen White and we've got Jack Leiter. Not this year, but Kumar Rocker coming the next year after that, likely. I like our long-term pitching plenty fine. Evaldi, of course. Evaldi's only 1 more year. Will he still be around? Who knows? Hold on. My internet keeps freezing up, and I don't want to be 20 minutes behind in the game. I don't think we sign another starter. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we do. I think that there's highly more likely that we add an arm in the bullpen or 2 or 3. I'm a little behind in chat, but we got a 3rd and 12, so let me get caught up here. Let's watch what's going on here at 3rd and 12. Get it off, Dak. There we go. 4th and 12, we got a punt. All right, let me get caught up in chat. Devin, not only that, the argument can be made that it wasn't just the Rangers spending a lot that got them to the World Series, mainly with smart moves for the trade deadline. I just don't understand the argument that how is spending money to get them on the team not? It makes no sense. It's the dumbest argument in the world. Oh, you only won because we won. We won. Whatever. I don't understand people who do that. I really just think I think we teach. Well, I'm going to sound like an old grumpy guy here. I think we teach hatred for winning. I think we teach a society too much. They got it because they got lucky. They got it because they broke the rules. Do I sound like a great grandpa here? I believe in they got it because they earned it. I mean, does luck have something to do with it? Of course it does. But first of all, does the highest payroll team win the World Series every year? Do they win the World Series often? No. The top 1/3 you have is just percentage-wise. I just saw this not too long ago. If you're in the top 1/3 of the payrolls, or you're in the second 1/3 of payrolls, you have the same, over the last 10 or 20 years, you have the same potential chance to make the World Series if you look at what's happened in the past. It makes no sense. The Dodgers and the Yankees, do they win every year? No, they don't. So the argument's pretty stupid in my opinion. Do you think North Carolina will ever get a major league team? I mean, maybe, Charlotte, right? Maybe. They are going to expand. They're talking about 2 teams. I think Nashville is the likely team. I don't know who that other team is. Could it be Carolina? It could be. I mean, you tell me. How's the AAA teams there? Is there a AAA team there? Is there space there? Are they going to basketball there? Are they going to football there? I mean, it really comes down to demographics. Tampa Bay, we're going to add 2 franchises over the next 4 or 5 years, they say. Baseball. Plus, there's a couple teams that might move. Obviously, Oakland has moved. Tampa Bay won't be moving for a while. They're moving across the parking lot. So they've got a place where they can't get anybody to come because I guess there's a bridge traffic issue. So they're changing the ballpark from that ballpark to building a ballpark right across from the parking lot. How stupid is that? Tampa Bay doesn't deserve a place. You can make an argument that Miami might lose their team. But I think you need to have a team in Florida, right? I got to be honest with you. I'd put one in Tampa Bay or Orlando before I kept one in Tampa Bay. So I don't know. Probably not, Willie, but maybe. I mean, Charlotte probably deserves one more than Tampa, right? Anyway, Knight says, is Corbin Burnson is Corbin Burns a possibility? Do we need a splash, or do we trust Owen White and Jack Leiter to hold down the fort? I do. I trust them. I hope we get another arm. I love Corbin Burns. That would be 2 years to control, and that's going to take a lot. I think the Brewers keep him. I think they might trade him during the season. I think it's probably unlikely they trade him, honestly, but maybe they will. I think the Woodruff injury means that they're more likely to trade him because they need to get something. They don't want to Ohtani themselves, right? Not that Burns is Ohtani, but I think that the amount that the Brewers are going to want and deserve for Corbin Burnes, who is a freaking ace. He is a hoss. He is a stud. And for, I believe it's 2 years control, it's going to be more than I'd want to give up. I frankly, I proposed a video and no one liked it. Everyone hated it who commented on it. My idea. I would go after the Guardians, Bieber, not as good as Burnes, and Clase. Clase used to be ours. We let him go. He's a top 5 closer. I'd give up some prospects for him. The prospect that I would move would be Sebastian Walcott. Wow, Montgomery with a big run. Sebastian Walcott's a study, had a big year last year. I think he's 18 or 19 years old, so he's a few years away. And we don't need a second baseman, and we don't need a shortstop, and we don't need a third baseman, and he's not even an outfielder. They're talking about making him outfielder. We're not going to need an outfielder. It seems to me that Sebastian Walcott, we should move him now, in my opinion, because his value is never going to be higher. I know he's not as famous, but he is a top 2 or 3 prospect in our system, and he's a top 15 prospect in all of baseball. He looks amazing, but he's very young. He's a few years away. Fernando Tatis, anybody? Fernando Tatis got traded for James Shields when nobody knew who Fernando Tatis was. I think Walcott could, not for sure. Prospects are prospects until they're not prospects. But Walcott, he looks real good, and we could get a lot for him. If we flipped Walcott for Burnes, I'd be happy because Burnes is good for 2 years and would help us a lot. Walcott won't even be in Major League Baseball in 2 years. But he could bring a lot back. All of that to say, I wouldn't trade Leiter. I wouldn't trade Rocker. I wouldn't trade who am I forgetting? White. Is there another one? I feel like there's another pitcher that I wouldn't trade. Those guys who are 2A and 3A, AA and AAA, difference makers, I want them over the next 2 years. Again, I'm not saying I wouldn't trade any of them, but for 2 years of Burnes, that's a lot. That's a long answer. But I do trust White. I'm very excited about Jack Leiter. I talk about him in my video today. Check it out, please. Jack Leiter is going to be good. Jack Leiter is being disrespected right now. We would get a boatload for Jack Leiter, and I think we hold on to him, and I think he's a top of rotation guy. I really do. I think Rocker and Leiter in 3 years are a 1 and a 2 on either the Rangers or on somebody else. And White's going to be a 2 or 3 or 4. Now, will we hit on all 3 of them? No. That's just not how baseball works. That's not how pitchers work. That's not how arms work. But they might be pretty good. Haven't we also seen Carter is testing the waters at pitching? Evan Carter? And that would be an interesting look, wouldn't it? Him, Langford, and Garcia's outfield is nasty. I haven't heard anything about Evan Carter pitching. I don't know anything about that. He's really good defensively. He doesn't have a gun. He's a good, accurate arm. He doesn't have a gun. Him, Langford, and Garcia in the outfield is amazing. I totally agree with that. Minor League Baseball is big in Carolina. I thought it was. They got a AAA team there, right? I thought so. Did I get caught up in chat? I'm proud of me. Guys, again, welcome in. I really appreciate the conversation. I really didn't know if I was going to go this long tonight, but you guys have made me want to stay. Love talking baseball. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love watching the Cowboys win. Not loving the score here, but you guys are making me have a great evening, and I'm glad you're here. I hope I'm not boring you to death. Golf back to pass here. I don't know if I'm live here. I feel like I'm a little behind, but whatever. 1st and 10, they got 7, but I think there's a flag. Oh, no, there's a fight. I'm assuming you guys are all watching the game. If you are, am I way behind? I got 2nd and 3 with 8:03 left on the clock. Again, my name is Chef Bates. This is the Texas Rangers Clubhouse. We talk about the Texas Rangers, Major League Baseball, and all things that come to my head, usually sports related. Tonight, we're talking about the Cowboys because it's Monday Night Football from DFW on a Saturday night. I'll take that all day. Lions are going to win their division. Cowboys probably will not, but will make the playoffs. Who are your top 5 Rangers of all time? What a great question. Irod, you got to stop with Irod. Can I say Beltre? Going to be a Hall of Famer. Going to be a Hall of Famer with the Rangers hat. Didn't play with his whole career there, but I guess it depends on if I'm talking about players who were on the Rangers or people who are just with the Rangers. All right, Knight, here's what I really need to know. Are you asking me who are the best 5 Rangers in my opinion or my favorite? I'll stop with the answer. Do you want to know who I think the best Rangers are or my favorite? It's a very different list. Parsons is a stud. So I'll wait for a response to that before I continue my answer. Parsons just doing damage. How many home runs would Darryl Strawberry hit if we were playing in this era of baseball? Darryl was great. How many home runs would Darryl have hit if he wasn't on the cocaine? I guess he's turned his life around. I guess he's a pastor now. I don't know the story too well. I probably should. I love that kind of redemption story. But Darryl's whip was amazing. How he blasted the ball. I was a Darryl Strawberry fan. Not a Mets fan, was a Dodgers fan. Boy, Lions down inside the 10. Okay, my favorite. Knight wants to know my favorite. Okay, so that's a very different list. Starts with Derek Holland. Loved Derek Holland. Loved him on the mound. Love the man. He's a crack up. I've worked for the Boys and Girls Clubs for many, many years. I still run a nonprofit. We're not a Boys and Girls Club anymore. But what he did for a young kid, it's part of his foundation now. I got to, I wasn't on the inside by any means, but I knew more than the average bear. And he's just a good guy. He loves kids. He loves people. He's funny. His Harry Carey impression you probably all heard. And by the way, one of the top 2 or 3 best Rangers playoff pitchers of all time. He had some great years. He's still in the top 10, top 20 all-time list for the Rangers. I love me some Darryl Holland. So he'd be number 1. I'm going to go with Beltre 2. It works very, very well for me as a Dodger Ranger guy. Corey Seager 3. Love Corey Seager. Marcus Semien. Loved him for no reason other than he was a great player on, where was he? He was Oakland. I guess he was a White Sox first, but for me, it was when he was in Oakland and I guess Toronto, right? Didn't he hit like 47 bombs or something for them? So is that 4? Dutch number 1. Beltre's like Steve Garvey's my favorite player of all time. Beltre and Kershaw are probably 2 and 3. So I don't know where we'll have to decide the order right. But Holland, Beltre, Seager, again, Dodger, Ranger, how do I not? Semien, I love him. Who would be next? I loved watching David Murphy. David Murphy was my kind of player. He didn't play the position I played. I wasn't an outfielder, but I felt like he got more out of his skill set than anybody. Not than anybody, but than a lot of guys. Big David Murphy fan. I liked Craig Gentry a lot. Not a star by any means, but I liked him a lot. I'm not really sure why. Yeah. Yeah, I think those are the good names. You want to go back in the Wayback Machine? I like Toby Harrah back in the day because I love that 77 top set. I liked Buddy Bell a lot, but I don't know if they fit in there. I liked Ruben Sierra. I liked Juan Gonzalez a lot. Yeah, Irod. So Irod is the best Ranger of all time. He wasn't one of my favorites. No reason for it. I mean, I love him. Great guy. Great ball player. Gun of an arm. But no, he wouldn't. About one of my favorites, he wouldn't make it. Again, no reason why I don't dislike him. I love him, but yeah. I think it's a good list. But Dutch, Derek Holland will be the top of the list. Beltre going to the Hall of Fame with Ranger hat, yeah. Preacher, Strawberry, right? Yeah, I think so. Irod, yeah, again, I just answered that. Again, no disrespect to Irod. If you ask me the greatest Ranger of all time, absolutely is Irod. But my favorites, yeah. Dutch, Seager, Beltre, Semien. I don't know who my 5 would be. Maybe David Murphy. Probably David Murphy. I don't know, though. I like Jonah Heim a lot right now. Love him as a ball player. Superstar. Underrated, frankly. Fun guy. Loves his family. His wife is great on social media. Yeah. Jonah might be number 5. I'd have to think about that. Jonah Heim might be number 5. Let me know yours, by the way. If you've got your favorite players on the Rangers or whoever your favorite team is, if it's not the Rangers, I'd be interested. Pudge, Nolan Ryan, Juan gone, Will Clark. Oh boy, Will Clark, what a pretty swing. Griffey and him, probably the prettiest swings in my lifetime. Had a conversation with Ken Griffey Jr. once. Told me when I told the person standing next to me that Ken Griffey had the best swing before I got to talk to him. This guy had the prettiest swing I've ever seen. He heard me. He responded, and then we had a conversation at the Boys and Girls Club event. And he shared with me that his son, he had a few sons, Trey Griffey, Ken Griffey III, Trey, he was a wide receiver at the University of Arizona, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he got drafted in the NFL. I think he was a free agent. He made a couple teams in fall camp or whatever, and I don't think he ever made a team officially. Regardless, he was a wide receiver more than a hitter. But Ken Griffey Jr. was sharing with me he wished he would have went with baseball because he said that his son Trey had a prettier swing than him. I don't believe him, but it's a fun story. So Willie says Pudge and Ryan and Juan Gone and Will Clark. Yeah, I like me some Will Clark a lot. I had a friend who played at Tulane and has some fun Will Clark stories. Apparently he would come down with the kids at Tulane. He worked out in New Orleans, and apparently he would buy the drinks for the boys now and then. I never met him, but my buddy did. Loved him. He loved him. Said he was a great guy. Said he was pretty arrogant, which I think we all knew. But what a swing. Knight says, what are your thoughts on Bochy not playing Leclerc and leaving Spores in to finish the game? We got a ring. I think Leclerc had pitched a lot. I think Spores was hot there. I didn't have a problem with it then. And I certainly don't have a problem with it now. At the time, it didn't bug me. I don't remember why it didn't. I'm assuming it was because Leclerc had pitched so much. But I don't want to say that if I'm wrong, but I think that was the case. Spores was pretty good. If you watch my video today, I talk about Spores. I think he's on the verge of becoming the closer and becoming a star. Please watch today's video. Top 5 potential Texas Rangers breakouts. Sporesy might be. I expect people to disagree with me about what I say about Spores. Lions up 10-7 on my scoreboard. We got 4 minutes left in the third. First down, not quite. Third and 1 or 2 at the 4 for the Cowboys. They need to get a first down here. Down by 3, not much left in the third quarter. My name is Jeff Bates, Texas Rangers Clubhouse. We talk Texas Rangers. We talk Major League Baseball. We talk all things baseball, and sometimes we talk the other sports like tonight. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys, who are on Monday Night Football on a Saturday evening. And I'm glad you guys are here. The numbers aren't huge by any means, but the conversation has been great. I really appreciate you guys. Devin and Knight and Willie. First down, baby. Devin and Knight and Willie, you guys are making my night a good time. Glavin and Maddox and Andrew Jones and Chipper and Hank Aaron and Dale Murphy. You're Braves fan, baby. Yeah, okay. Glavin, the hockey player. Greg Maddox, one of the best pitchers of all time. Andrew Jones, he'd make my Hall of Fame ballot. Chipper Jones, already in the Hall of Fame. Hank Aaron, Dale Murphy. Dale Murphy's underrated. What did he win this? MVP 2 years in a row, right? Sporsy slamming down the glove on the mound or Seager comeback homer. Oh, the Seager home run. The Seager home run. That's one of the great moments of all time. That is the greatest game one in World Series history since Kirk Gibson did it to the A's. That is, Garcia with the tying home run, Seager with the winning home run. Is that how it went? That's how it went, right? Wow. I love the sports. It is iconic. Also, Corey Seager's a superstar. Would have been the MVP if Ohtani wasn't in the league. Yeah, Seager. There's some really neat things. Fanatics has got some really neat autographs of both that home run and Sporsy throwing his glove down. They're expensive. I'm a Fanatics affiliate, by the way. You'll probably start seeing those on my channels. I haven't bothered with it yet, to be honest with you. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind having both of those on my wall. Prescott missed Cooks down there. Looks like he was just throwing it over his head. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having those on my wall. Maybe Seager there, Sporsy there. Willie, I just mean the sports talk, but you did, Willie. You did. I love talking sports, man. I love watching games and be able to talk to people. I ain't asking you out or nothing. I haven't seen you that I'm aware of, but I can guarantee you're not my type. Unless you look just like a couple of these cheerleaders. But thanks anyway. Your boy Ferguson needs to get some points for you there. What the heck? So I get video of the game, but audio of a commercial. That keeps happening. I don't know what's going on. I got all these notifications coming in on all these things. Good time to say my name is Jeff Bates. This is the Texas Rangers Clubhouse. Texas Rangers content, Major League Baseball content, and other sports, including the Dallas Cowboys tonight, because they're on Monday Night Football, even though it's Saturday. I know it's confusing with the holidays. Do you know what day it is? I barely do. It's Monday Night Football on a Saturday, just to confuse me a little more. Hope you check out my channel. If you are not already a subscriber, I hope you will give it a try. It's free. And I put out 3 to 5 videos a week, I guess, not including my shorts. Not even sure how many shorts I put out today, 2 or 3. I actually can't stand shorts. I'm not a TikTok guy. But it's undeniable. You put out shorts and you get new subscribers. Would you like, here, let me put it up on the screen. Would you like to see the Rangers face? Who would you like to see the Rangers? Well, it'd be nice if I could talk, right? Who would you like to see the Rangers face in the World Series next year? The Dodgers. The Dodgers for 2 reasons. 1, I've been a Dodger fan my whole life. 2, Ohtani. I would love the Dodgers and the Rangers in the World Series. So I had tickets to the World Series for the Rangers and the World Series for the Dodgers when they played here, and I didn't get to go to either one of the games. The Dodgers won the World Series in Game 6 here in Arlington. I had tickets for Game 7. And I had tickets for Game 2 here. And my sister lives in California, and she ended up coming out for the holiday. Not for the holiday. What was it? I don't know why she was there. Whatever. She was there that week, and I couldn't go to the game. So I sold the tickets, which worked out good because that was the game we lost. Boy, if I would have sold tickets to Game 1, I'd probably still be crying. But the answer to that night is I would like the Dodgers and the Rangers. And I like the Dodgers to get beat by my Rangers, which confuses all my friends from high school because I was kind of known as the Dodger fan in San Diego. But I'm a Ranger fan first now. Unapologetically. Dak on a slant. Looks like a first down. Yes, it is. Down to about the 35. It's got to be Lamb, right? Yep. Down by 3. Less than 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Cowboys are on the march. How about David Justin winning home run against Cleveland? You talking about Game 1s again? Was that a Game 1? Well, it wasn't a World Series, right? Or I guess it was a World Series, wasn't it, Brace? Yeah, no. I mean, big, right? But no, Kurt Gibson, the greatest Game 1 in the World Series history ever. Garcia, Seager, the second greatest Game 1 in World Series history. I'll stand by that. Boy, again, I would hate if I had tickets and I sold that game. I didn't. I had tickets for Game 2. What's up with the ballpark in Arlington? What are they using it for? You mean the ballpark across the street? It's a bunch of things. There's a speakeasy in there. There's office buildings. What the heck? There's well, it's the XFL, which I guess they just merged with the USFL, or is it the XFL or the other one? Whatever. They play some soccer there. Yeah, there you go. Rangers, Dodgers, World Series. Yes, please. I would love that. Yeah, Knight, is that what you're talking about? The ballpark next door? They use it for all kinds of stuff. They had a job fair in there a couple weeks ago. You can rent it. It could be your office. There's a whole bunch of offices there. I run a business in the area. It's a nonprofit. I wish we were big enough, but we're not. That would be fun. I'm assuming that's what you mean. You might mean, do you mean Globe Life Field? What are they using it for now? Or do you mean the old one? I'm assuming you meant the old one. 3rd and 8, Dak needs to get a first down here. Again, I don't have very much confidence that I'm at the same time as in real life here, but dang, my Braves get no love, Willie. I hate you, Braves. Sorry, hate you, Braves. They're really good. They're doing it right. I'll tell you what, that front office, that GM, they know what they're doing. They're good. That offense is good. They're good. I think you make a case that they should be the favorites in the NL over the Dodgers. They're good. But I hate them. Yeah, no, I thought that's what you meant. Cowboys going for a field goal, 51-yarder to tie it up, right? Yep, to tie it up. And Aubrey still has not missed a field goal attempt. Unbelievable. I don't like kickers. This rookie is the best rookie catcher in the history of the NFL. They're saying it right now. Playing the USFL, played some soccer. This is his 3rd. Oh, he's not a rookie. Oh, I didn't know that. 3rd professional league he's been in. Yeah, you won't get no love about your Braves from me. So I thought, I heard the Braves signed Sale. Well, they picked him up in a trade. They traded the Red Sox traded him down to Atlanta. Atlanta traded Vaughn Grisham up to Boston. Aubrey is automatic, man. Wow. Devin, your tight end's not doing anything, but I hope he's your kicker. Yeah, and his I think he set the record for rookies for touchbacks, but they just said he's not a rookie. So I guess I don't understand that. Wow. Aikman just said that he asked Aubrey if 70 yards was in his range, and the 70 yards out of your range, he said, no, that's amazing. I think 64 is the NFL record. I wouldn't swear to that, but I think so. Yeah, he played soccer, right? Really? Yeah, they're talking about him right now. There you go. 1st round MSL draft pick. Wow, I didn't know that. USFL, yeah. Wow. I thought he was too, Devin. They're talking about it right now. That's weird. Wow. Lions with a big run, like a 30-yard run. Yeah, he played soccer. Yep. So I couldn't kick. I was a punter, and I can tell you, this is kind of funny. I was a punter in high school. Oh, holding. Yeah, baby, bring it back. I was a punter. Okay, so my sophomore year, I was the JV quarterback, right? And we didn't have anybody who could punt. So when I sucked enough that we had to punt, I had to punt. I was punt returner too. Yeah, I was punter because we didn't have anybody. And I mean, I wasn't horrible, but I wasn't good. And kicking, I would kick off like in practice and stuff. I wasn't good at it. And I don't think I even tried field goals. I don't even have a memory of trying that. I'm sure I did fooling around, but it's hard. When I was a kid, I played soccer and stuff. But as a high school kid, no. All right, they're going to commercial. Again, my name is Jeff Bates. This is the Texas Rangers Club. Let's talk about the Texas Rangers. Today's video, please go check out top 5 potential breakout stars for the Rangers. You can also check out my shorts. I dropped 3 or 4 of them today. And I don't know if we'll be doing more of these lives or not. I probably will. But again, it'll be mostly baseball. I'm stuck. There we go. Mostly baseball. But tonight's the Dallas Cowboys Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football on a Saturday. I'm glad you guys are here. We've had a great conversation tonight. Really didn't expect to go this long, honestly, but you guys maybe want to stay. I appreciate you guys being here. Whether you're new or you're a veteran, I hope you check out the channel. I hope you subscribe to the channel. I love it. I love creating on YouTube. I've got a couple channels now, part of the YouTube partner program. I went to Vid Summit. Mr. Beast was there and all that. Love this thing that is YouTube. Have a few channels, some for work, some for fun. This is my favorite one. Talking Texas Rangers baseball is my favorite thing. Again, I know we're talking about the Cowboys tonight. Started this channel on January 1st, so almost a year exactly, with the goal of getting monetized before the end of the year. And happily, I got monetized a few months ago. And it's because of you guys watching and listening and subscribing and all that. So if you haven't already, please check it out. Please subscribe. Please check out today's video. But if you've already done that, thank you. And thanks for being here tonight. If you're watching on the replay, comment. Let me know. That'd be cool. If you're here 2 hours, 15 minutes into a replay, that would be amazing. You return kicks. Was your coach? I was a kick. Willie? I was skinnier then. I was a kick returner. I got bad news for you. Bad news for me. I was a kick returner and a punt returner. I fumbled a kick return. Fallbrook High School. My junior year, they were like #1 in the county. They were supposed to kill us. I think we ended up, did we tie them that day? Regardless, I fumbled a kickoff. Yeah. Oops. How come I remember the crappy things I did more than the good stuff? Do you have a World Series jersey? I do not. I have I got it right here. My daughter got me a World Series hat. I got a whole bunch. Christmas, Santa was good to me as it relates to Texas Ranger stuff. I think they're in my bedroom, actually. I got a whole bunch of shirts and sweatshirts. And my youngest, 19, my youngest got me this. She's pretty proud of it, actually. Yeah. But no jerseys, no. I do have some jerseys. I didn't used to wear jerseys. At first, for years, I didn't like wearing a jersey. But now I do. I don't care. What do I have? I've got a Seager. Got a Ryan. I have somebody else. Oh, I've got one of the oh shoot, what were they called? Did Detroit score? I have what's the new one? The Nike City Connect. I got one of them. It doesn't have a name on the back. Yeah, boy, what are they down on the 15? But no, how about you, Knight? Do you have any? I like jerseys. I like them a lot, actually. I used to collect them for the wall back in the day. Had a lot of football ones, actually. Mr. Beast was a great baseball player in high school, but he had to stop playing because of an illness. I've heard that. So, yeah, I didn't meet him. Got to see him on stage and didn't interact with him directly, but he was at Vid Summit this year. And, yeah, I'm aware he's a big baseball nut, and I'm aware he got sick, yeah. You know, it's funny. I love him. I don't watch his content. It's just not my style. But I love what he does. Just, again, it's not my style. I feel like his target audience is kids. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just not for me. Well, look at Willie. He knows his stuff. This is true. Junior, wow, you remember stuff, dude. He did. So Junior was a year ahead of me. So my junior year, he was a senior. I'm guessing you've already heard the story, Willie, or you wouldn't have said that, but anybody else who's in the chat wouldn't know. He was better than me. If you don't know who Junior Seau is, he's a Hall of Fame NFL football player. Unfortunately, he's passed away. He took his own life after a first attempt didn't work, unfortunately. This is a really sad story, but he was the best linebacker he was the best player I ever played against. Best linebacker I ever saw. The story, there's a few me getting killed by Junior Seau stories. The one I tell the most, so the one I'm assuming I must have told when Willie was in the chat once. 3-step drop. You know, if you know football, you know it. 3-step drop. 1, 2, 3. Boom. So the receiver's going to be about 7 yards away. It's fast. It's a 3-step drop, but you're getting rid of it in Certainly less than 2 seconds. Hold on. Just up, 3-step drop right there. Jared Goff just threw a 3-step drop. Anyway, 1, 2, 3. Boom. I hit back, but I'm still leaning back. You got to rock and throw. 1, 2, 3. I never see him. He comes from my blind side. He crushes me. It was a wet night. Oceanside High School is right on by the beach, right on the ocean. So it wasn't raining, but it was that thick kind of, it might have rained. I don't know. I don't want to lie to you. You're not going to look it up. What are you going to know? But it was wet. My point is it was wet. So he slams me down. Bam. Crap, my mud, everything. Lifts me up, puts me, I could have died. Hold on. 3rd and 3 from the 7. Incomplete. So he slams me down. Boom. Picks me up. Starts walking away. The play's still going. The play is over. He sacked me and lifted me and plopped me, stood me back up. All in a second or second and a half. I don't know. So everybody's still blocking. They're still rushing me. So I toss the ball away. Everybody dives on it. Of course, everybody in the stands, or everybody but the lineman knew that the play was long gone. He could have murdered me. There's another play. It's on our highlight film. It's a skinny post. I throw it to our receiver, Travis. Runs down the field. Junior's in my face. Runs down, makes the tackle 40 yards downfield. He was the best player I ever played against in any sport. Unbelievable. Thanks for reminding me of probably my first concussion. Thanks for that, Willie. I got a Secret World Series jersey, but it's not the authentic kind. But I wear it. I don't mind on that kind of thing. If I'm going to wear it, I don't want it to be authentic. If it was a collectible that I wanted autographed, I guess I might. Yeah, I guess I would care in that case. I don't know. I actually probably wouldn't. It's just going to go on my wall, right? It's not like an investment. I'm still high off the World Series win. Yeah, me too. Probably will be throughout the 20. Yeah. I want to see Bland get a pick 6. Oh, man, they're going for a field goal here, but that would be nice. Yeah, I heard the story, and it's still funny. Yeah. Did I tell that exact same story? I'm assuming. Those are my sales stories. I have some other ones. One that was at a hospital. Whatever. One when I was coaching, but those are the ones I usually tell. I never met him. I played against him. I guess I met him, right? When you smashed at me and almost killed me, I guess I met you there, right? But we didn't. I guess we talked during the game, but I never knew him. Now that's not true. After when he went to, so he was at Oceanside High, then he went to the USC, then he was a Charger. I worked at the Boys and Girls Club, and he did good things. He did what was called Shop with a Jock. So I don't think I really talked to him at those events either, but he was there and he spoke at a bunch of things I was at. He would always sign footballs, and I have an autographed football of his somewhere. I have an autograph. You know what? So he had a Say Ow brand, SAYOW, Say Ow, even though his last name was spelled SEAU. And he was big into beach volleyball. We all were in San Diego. And so he would wear a visor, and usually he would wear it upside down. It looked cool. And I have I think it's a powder blue one signed by him in my garage somewhere. I should grab that and put it behind me. That's pretty cool. It's one of my favorite things because I like autographs, but I like different autographs. I like, I have a bunch of autographed baseballs, but that's different. Who has a Junior Seau visor? Now, probably a lot of people actually, because the visor was his thing in San Diego, but that's one of my favorite autographs. How about the Dave Roberts story? He was also better than me. Dang, you have a good memory, Willie. Dave Roberts is the manager of the Dodgers, and he was a year behind me. So Junior was a year older than me. Dave Roberts was a year behind me. And what's this? Dinner. Oh, thanks. Thank you very much. So Dave Roberts, he was fast. So I don't actually know which one you're talking about. There's a football one and a baseball one. I'll do the baseball one first. So Rancho Buena Vista. I think this was on JV. I don't know. Because I caught on JV. Did I catch on varsity? Doesn't matter. Who cares? I'm a catcher, and I'm not good. Okay? I'm not a good catcher. I wasn't. I wouldn't be now. I certainly wasn't then. I had a really good arm. If I caught it clean, I could throw you out. I had a good arm. But I wasn't going to catch it clean. The odds of me catching it clean were, not really good. I could hit, and I could throw, but that wasn't my thing. So anyway, Dave Roberts is on first base. He's running. He gets on first base. He's running. Toby was our pitcher. He actually played in minor league ball. He was better than me too. And I call for a pitch out. And he shakes me off. Well, you're not allowed to shake me off on a pitch out. So I put it down again. He shakes me off. I'm like, what the heck? So fine, throw a fastball. He throws a fastball. Dave runs. I don't catch it clean. I throw it. He didn't stand up, but he could have. I'm guessing that's the story, you know. There's also a story about, I played on offense, but sometimes I played safety and I wasn't good. And he was very good. He was a quarterback. He was better at me at quarterback too. He was a running quarterback. He didn't throw ever, but he would run for over 100 yards every game. And he was a year behind me. I honestly don't remember if this is my junior year or senior year. Doesn't matter. But this was I think it was his junior year, my senior year. Yes, because his team, Rancho Buena Vista, didn't lose a game the rest of his career. We beat them, I think like 35. We beat them solidly. We were very good. And that was the last game they lost that year and the next year. But anyway, so yeah, just me. I'm the safety, right? Just me in the end zone. And all of a sudden it's me and him, and he's running freaking faster than I could deal with. And I break down to make the tackle, and he's gone. I made a little bit of a hit. Actually, I remember he was by me, and I swung my arm and tried to hit the ball out. Hit the ball, didn't work. And he didn't score. Somebody made the tackle. But yeah, I shouldn't have been a safety. Thanks for all the memories, Willie. I'm assuming you were thinking about the baseball story, but maybe, I don't know. You let me know. My daughter just brought me some food from Sonic, so I guess the family went and got Sonic. I've heard you're not supposed to eat on the stream, but it's just us. Barbecue sauce and Sonic chicken things. 13-10 Lions. Cowboys on the 40. 2nd and 5. Now 3rd and 5. Been live for about 2.5 hours. Just me and you. Couple of you live, but I'm glad Devin and Willie and Knight and everybody else who's been here throughout the night. Great conversation. I'm having a good time watching the game with you. I really didn't know if I was going to go the whole game. But I'm glad I'm glad we're having a good time, except for Willie reminding me about how bad I was in high school. Thanks for that, Willie. Cowboys with a big 3rd and 5. We are down by 3. A little more than 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter, at least on my screen. I've had some weird, I don't know if I'm caught up or not. I think I'm probably behind. So you might already know what's going on. First down? Yep. Cooks catches it. Yeah, that's huge. On a 3rd and 5, first down, probably about a 25-yard gain to the 35. Willie, was that which story were you talking about? Have you heard both of those? I don't know. Wendy's does have good burgers. I'm not a big burger guy, fast food burger guy. Wendy's has good burgers, and they have really good barbecue sauce. Dak goes the wrong way, or the running back goes the wrong way. Got 6 out of it. Who has the best barbecue? So my mom was down here for Christmas, and she lives right near a barbecue in St. Louis. Great barbecue, great Italian, great barbecue. And one of my favorite barbecue places right by her. And so she brought me like a case of barbecue, like 6 things of barbecue sauce from my favorite Missouri barbecue joint. 2nd and 5, 9.5 minutes left. Good guys down by 3. First down to 25. We need Ferguson to score a touchdown, right? Willie says, why is it in every one of your playing days you always end up on the bad side of things? Yeah. Well, part of it is because that's what I remember. That's what comes to mind first. But more than that, even if it wasn't the case, big run, first down to what, the 13. I'm not going to sit here and brag about my high school days. But who wants to hear that? Hey, nobody cares. Nobody cares. You want proper barbecue, go down to Austin. So, Franklin? Yeah, Franklin Barbecue. I've been at that. Well, there's a hotel right outside of Franklin a couple times for a Boys and Girls Club conference, but I've never had time to have Franklin barbecue. I'd love to have it. I've been down to Austin for a few times, almost always for conferences. I haven't had a chance really. The hiccups. I haven't had a chance really to enjoy the town that much. I mean, a couple times, doing a little bit. One time I was down there with a board member, and I think it was during the college basketball tournament, and we had a good time. But I haven't had any good barbecue down there that I remember, at least. Are you from down in the area? You go to Austin a lot? Austin's a little bit nuts. I haven't had good. I've heard this. Goody's Barbecue in Arlington is best in Texas. Really? I love me some Hurtado. At the ballpark, I was sat in section 101 this year. Again, 20-game package. Right below, above me was Hurtado Barbecue. And it was the best. Jack back to pass. Ah. Night, I see it. So you're ahead of me by a few minutes or a couple seconds anyway. Cowboys score touchdown 16-13. Good guys with the extra point. We'll be up by 4. 7:20 left. Defense is going to have to do the job now. Yeah, I figured I was a play or two behind at least. You heard the football story, so I haven't told you the base or the pitch out, the non-pitch out call. I mean, I only have so many stories, right? Back in my day, I could throw a ball over that mountain. Who's that? Uncle Rico. Love me some Napoleon Dynamite. We were talking about barbecue. North Carolina has good barbecue. I like Carolina barbecue. It's more mustardy, right? More vinegary, right? Your sauce. Let's be real. I like Texas barbecue. I like St. Louis barbecue. I like Kansas City barbecue. I like Carolina barbecue. I like California barbecue. I like Australian barbecue. I like Hawaiian barbecue. Look at my belly. No, I wouldn't do that actually. I love me some barbecue. We're talking about barbecue. Yep. Devin says, sorry, but if you want proper barbecue, go down to Austin. They have a lot of that down there. Yeah, I've had a couple good meals down there, but I don't think we did barbecue. I need to go down there for more fun than work. You know who has barbecue that's okay? Not really. Not really. Barbecue sauce anyway, Sonic. That was nice of them to bring me some food. All right. Again, didn't expect to go all the way. Glad you guys have made this fun. I don't know if I said this to everybody who's already here. I don't know if anybody else popped in, but my name is Jeff. Texas Rangers Clubhouse, the channel. Check out today's video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. I'll probably do more of these. We'll see. I'm having a good time. Just depends on what else is going on when the games are on. Honestly, it's more of a baseball channel, and I'll probably be doing this when they're on the road. I will be at the games most of the time when they're at home, when I certainly can. But I do like the idea of having watch parties for the away games. And frankly, I want to build a community. I would love to get to know you guys as Rangers fans, maybe even do some meetups of the game, maybe do some giveaways. I'm not gonna be able to use all my tickets. Maybe meet up at Texas Live. Just love hanging out with other Rangers fans and getting to know them. And that's what we're doing right now, and I appreciate it. Let's see. Mustard barbecue is South Carolina. Oh, really? I thought Carolina barbecue was all that vinegar mustard based. I'm thinking about the sauces, obviously. You're saying that's just North Carolina? I'm sorry, just South Carolina, not North Carolina? I didn't know that. I thought Carolina barbecue was a thing. I didn't know South Carolina and North Carolina were different barbecues. Is that what you're saying? Interesting. Barbecue's fun. Cowboys up by 4. So they're about to kick off where I'm at. Hopefully you guys aren't too far ahead of that. Maybe you are. Touchback. Showing a replay of the touchdown. Pretty hard to stop that, man. Dak is having a great year. I mean, pump the brakes on the whole MVP thing, but he's a top 10 quarterback for sure now. Underrated, frankly. Willie says, what MLB player would make a good football player in the NFL? How about Bo? Bo, Dion, Brian Jordan. But Trout, he get hurt. Dallas Garcia. Marcus Simeon. John Heim. Max Muncy. Yeah. How's that list? Pick. Oh. Goff took a big hit from Lawrence there. Looked like the throw was going to be a pick, but hold on, watch the replay here. Let's see if it was as close to a pick as I thought. Not really. Actually, he almost made a completion. That was pretty impressive. All right, we're up by 4, and they're punting. 5:59 left. They're not going to fake it here, but I certainly wouldn't let them, even though they're not going to. Just don't fumble the punt here. I don't need a return here. Let's just get possession. All right, fair catch. Knight says, jalapeno poppers from Sonic are my thing. I love their burgers too. You know whose jalapeno poppers I like because of the sauce? I like Arby's jalapeno poppers. Because that sauce they have here makes me fat, but also it's like some berry thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Some crazy berry. It's freaking good. That's what I get when I eat there. What drink did you get? I didn't know they were going. They didn't bring me a drink. They just brought me, door just opened, and apparently they went to Sonic. I just got 3 barbecue sauces and a boatload of chicken. I don't know, they're nuggets or whatever. I don't know. Look like little shrimps almost. I don't go to Sonic a lot. There's one really close to our house, but I hardly ever go there. I think my wife's got it on her phone, maybe like an app. I do like their drinks. I've got ups here. They do have like slush things I like. I don't do a lot of shakes. I mean, I like them, but I don't want them. But they have good stuff. My daughter loves their big 44 ounces, but no drink for me. They surprised me. That was nice. If I went, I don't know. If they had something new, I'd probably try it. They have a whole bunch of stuff there. What's your drink of choice, Nate? I'm going to restart while they're on commercial. See if I can get caught up. Ellie De La Cruz, yeah, he's a beast. What a physical specimen he is, right? All right, I restarted. Hopefully that'll get me caught up. Now I have no volume. What the heck? I don't know. It's the blue drink. I'll think of it in a second. I don't think I've had a blue drink from there. Again, when they go to Sonic, it's the wife and the kids more than me. I do my fair share of fast food, but nothing against Sonic. I just don't go there very much. Ocean water. I don't think I've had that, but I've heard of it. It's a blue drink? Is it sweet? Is it flavored? I'm aware of it, but I don't think I've had it. Why don't I have any volume? It tastes like Bora Bora. Sign me up for that. Willie knows this. Hold on. Now the volume is too loud. Willie knows my other channel. We talk about Disney a lot. Take my grandkids to Disney a lot. Hold on. And we go to the Poly as much as we can. We're part of Disney Vacation Club. It's like the what do they call it? The timeshare thing that Disney has. And our home resort is the Polynesian. So we like some Bora Bora. So I might try that out. So it tastes like Bora Bora. Huh, like a Mai Tai? I like me a Mai Tai. If it tastes like that, I'm in. I will go get one after the game. Not really. But I'll go maybe tomorrow. 5:07 left according to the clock on my TV screen. Good guys 17, bad guys 13. Good guys being the 10-5 Dallas Cowboys. Bad guys being the 11-4 Detroit Lions. Winner of their division already. First time since, Napoleon or something. Knight's talking me in to trying out a Bora Bora drink. Really, Knight? Wow. High praise. You get commission or something? Because I'm going to try that. I will 100% try that. Come back and ask me. Next time I see you, I will tell you what I think. Because I'm guessing if it tastes like you're describing, I'm going to love it. I think I thought ocean water was like a Gatorade kind of thing. Makes me think of ocean spray. I don't know what I'm talking about. But if it makes me feel like I'm on vacation, I'll be having that. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I mean, I know what I'm doing tomorrow night, but if I go out to do stuff, I will give that a try. Again, I got a Sonic. I mean, we got 4:19 left. I could go to Sonic and probably get home before the end of the game, but I'm not gonna. I'm making a mess here. Yeah. CeeDee Lamb, baby. Wow. Joe Buck just says it's going to be a 200-yard night. Wow. 200-yard night, you only have 2 touchdowns? The team, not even the team. Wow. He burned that guy. CeeDee is good. Get plenty of cherries with it. I like cherry. Okay. Huh. Good try. Lamb on the run. Down to the 42. I'll tell you what. A couple first downs, this game is over. Wow. 216 yards receiving. Wow. Well, it says, who was the worst quarterback you have ever seen play in college and then in the NFL? Well, Ryan Leaf was great in college. Horrible in the NFL. Jamarcus Russell was horrible. What's your question? Who was the worst quarterback you have ever seen play in college and then in the NFL? Jamarcus Russell? Yeah, Jamarcus Russell. I'm not going to think of a worse one. Jamarcus Russell. I actually think Leaf got screwed. He was a head case, but yeah. Jamarcus Russell. What about you, Willie? Yeah, there's nobody worse than him. First pick ever. Our first pick of the draft from LSU. Could throw the ball a million miles, but horrible. I remember reading about it after the fact. He wouldn't go to quarterback meetings and didn't study. Zach Hutchinson. Is there a fumble? Liz says, my fantasy league at church. Wish my church had a fantasy league. That's cool. I am 5th place in the playoffs. And my opponent is tanking. Oh. Your church is better than my church. We don't have no fantasy league. TJ Yates, I remember that name. I don't remember him being horrible. I mean, I don't remember him much at all, but I don't remember him being horrible. I'm just jealous that your church has a fantasy league. That is super cool. You're winning. You're not allowed to complain if your church has a fantasy football league. All right, we got a punt. All right. A little more than 2 minutes left. Good guys 17, bad guys 13. We're about to punt to the bad guys. My name is Jeff Bates, Texas Rangers Clubhouse is the channel. Me and Knight and Willie and Devin and a few other of you having a good time here watching, listening to, talking about the Cowboys, talking about the Rangers, talking about high school football, talking about the worst quarterback we ever seen, and all that jazz. I'm having a good time tonight. I'm really glad you guys are here. I did not expect to go for 3 full hours. We'll definitely be stopping when the game is over, but I appreciate you guys making this a fun night. I've had a good time. You know, again, this is my first live stream of a sports watch party on this channel. I didn't suspect we'd have a lot of people, but it doesn't matter. You guys have made it really fun, so thank you. Lions are what at the 11? They need 89 yards to win the game. A field goal doesn't do anything for them. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. First down, first play. Lions are out to what, the 27 already. That kid, Laporta, good-looking rookie, tight end? Good-looking ball player. Devin, you still here? Is it Devin who needed the big night from the Cowboys tight end? You had the wrong tight end tonight. Pick! Yes! He picked it! That's got to be the game, right? Are there any flags? Jimmy Johnson night. Is there a flag? What are they doing? Yeah, baby. You see this replay. Wow. Wow, great catch. Great play. TJ Yates got a lot of defensive backdraft. I don't remember him that. I mean, I remember the name, but most hated quarterback in UNC football history. Why is that? Mr. Wilson. Yeah, Donovan, baby, right? Talking about the pick. Yep. Boy, we ball hawks this year, man, right? Dan Quinn's defense wants the ball, and turnovers win championships, frankly. All of this with our, considered our best corner out for the year. What a great, I don't remember a team having such a good cornerback season ever. I mean, Dion or Revis Island, there's been individuals, but a team of 3 and even 4 if you count personal foul. Our injured DB, personal foul. Ooh, you're tight end. Anyway, we've had 3 DBs have all-pro years, and our most beloved DB has been out for most of the year. Nice. Right? How can Iowa produce so many good tight ends but have such a strong? That is a weird one, right? It's like Penn State had all those linebackers. Iowa does have the tight ends. I don't know. See Hawkinson, right? Well, he's the only one that pops in my head, but I know you're right. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if they have like a tight end coach there that's doing a great job. That's interesting, Willie. Still got 4 of you in the house with almost 3 hours in here. Some of you have been here for most of the night with me. Thank you guys so much. Again, we're going to close up when the game's over. Game's not over yet. But I'm really glad you're here. Because he played Santa Claus by giving out picks. Boy, the hate for a guy I barely... I mean, TJ Yates, didn't he start a couple games in the NFL and do well? Am I misremembering that? I don't have a lot of memories of TJ Yates, but I don't have negative memories of TJ Yates. But again, I guess I'm not a UNC guy. If he if he broke your heart at UNC, I can understand. Anyway, my name is Jeff Bates. This is the Texas Rangers Clubhouse. I'm saying in case anybody else popped in. I think it's just the 4 or 5 of us that have been here most of the night, but whatever. My name is Jeff. We're live talking Dallas Cowboys, Detroit Lions tonight. Mostly we talk about the Texas Rangers on this channel. Today's video is about the top 5, in my opinion, potential Rangers who might have a breakout star season. Hope you check out that video. Hope you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Texas Rangers Clubhouse is where we talk baseball. Texas Rangers. It's I've got a few channels, but it's one of 2 that are part of the YouTube partnership program, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I will be having a used to be a weekly show called Creator Talk Live over on my other channel, Dole with Dad. You can check that out if you want. You can follow me over on Twitter at Texas Rangers Jeff. And yeah, I'd love to stay connected. I mean, me and Willie have been connected for years. Consider him a friend. And the rest of you guys who I'm just getting to know tonight, I'd love to stay connected here on YouTube or Twitter or wherever it is. I am not a TikTok guy. I'm not a Facebook guy. Instagram, but mostly YouTube and X or Twitter. All right, the game's back on. 2-minute warning has come and gone. The Cowboys, are on, what, the 45? 44, maybe? Dak hits a little skinny post, baby. Another one for CD down to the 32. I don't know the timeout situation, but they should be running the ball the rest of the way here. Your wife could have picked TJ Yates maybe a few years ago. She wasn't an athlete in school. She broke her finger playing volleyball, baseball in high school or junior high. Idiot PE coach letting him play that. Aluminum bat, hit a volleyball, flying 1,000,000 miles an hour, busted her finger. So I don't know. King Twister in the house. What's going on, King Twister? That's a fun name. Hi, man. Clayton Kershaw to the Rangers is likely every single day. Clayton Kershaw, one of my favorite players of all time. That is KC Live Kershaw Challenge Live hat. I'm a huge Clayton Kershaw fan. Would love him to come here. Don't think he will. Would love it. Dak going deep to the Lions. Threw it out of bounds. Let's go, Cowboys. King Twister, I like you already. Hey, I'm new here. Well, welcome in, buddy. Everybody say hi to King. We only had, I don't know, we didn't have a lot tonight, 5 or 6 people. A couple of them have left. A couple of them are still here. If you're new, please make King Twister welcome. Hope you subscribe to the channel, buddy. We mostly talk Texas Rangers baseball. Tonight we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys because Monday Night Football on a Saturday. Yes, please. We'll probably, potentially, maybe do a lot of these lives when the Rangers are on the road. Home games, I'm usually down at the ballpark. Yeah, I hope you stick around. I mean, you've only said 3 things so far, but I like you so far. Welcome in. We're going to stay till the end of the game, which is upon us already. Had a fun time tonight. Ferguson, there you go. You still here, buddy? Who had Ferguson on their fantasy league? Was it Devin? I don't know if Devin's still here yet. Well, some points for you, man. Glad you were here, King and Knight and Willie. All of you. Appreciate it. I'm having a good time. Little known secret about Dole Whip Dad, that's me, is he went to school with Abraham Lincoln. So they don't know that I'm Dole Whip Dad. So on my other channel, it's so weird to be called Dole Whip Dad. I remember the first time, now I'm not going to tell that story. I have another channel where they know me as Dole Whip Dad. It's a whole thing. Stick around, maybe I'll tell you. Did I go to school with Abraham Lincoln? No. Did I date his younger sister? Maybe. Maybe. Hey, you're almost old as me, Willie. You just told me. 4th and 6. Good guys are going for it. I don't hate the call, 145. I think they'll probably just try to draw them off sides here, but I don't hate it if they go. Yeah, they're just kind of draw them off sides. I mean, you got to kick the field goal here, right? What's the worst thing that happens? They block it and return it for a touchdown. That's the worst thing that can happen. He has not, Brandon Aubrey, right? Brandon Aubrey. Well, there you go. Hasn't missed a field goal all year, 34 for 34. Apparently, he's not a rookie. New to me. Obviously, Detroit will come with the block here. Be a great time to run a fake. But you got to kick it. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, Troy's saying it right now, what I was just about to say. Should have ran the ball there. All right, Aubrey to knock it in. I really wish they would have ran the ball there a couple times. Ran some clock, even if you don't get the first down. Field goal's good, up by 7. Goff will have 1:35 left to tie it up. If they were to score, Campbell's going to go for 2. So I really hate that play there and not running the ball to try to get the first down, or run some clock, right? We haven't covered the Mavs. You follow Luka? I love Luka. He's so good. I haven't been a fan of the NBA for a long time. Now, I can appreciate how great Luka is. And you know what's better than Luka on the court? Luka with the microphone in front of his face. That dude is hilarious. I'm a big Luka fan. I'm just not a big fan of the NBA. I'm not. I was back in the day. You know, James Harden and the refs have kind of ruined it for me. Haven't enjoyed it. Now, I'll dive in during the playoffs and stuff, but no. Not so much. What about you? I'm assuming you are. Luka's elite. I hope they never lose him. Hope they get another piece. I like the big kid we got. Lively's really talented kid. Love what he's doing on defense. Love that we got him. I was there the night he threw out the first pitch, actually, at the Ranger game. I'll enjoy the NBA more when LeBron's out of it. How about that? James Harden and LeBron can take a flying leap. What say you, Knight? All right, I got 141 again. I'm assuming you guys are a couple plays ahead of me. So 20 to 13. Good guys, 141 left. According to where I am, holding Micah, arm against across his neck. Looks like they got a first down. Base house skill alone. Yeah, Luka. What a crazy trade that was, too, right? But yeah, I love Luka. I mean, again, even though I don't consider myself an NBA fan, and Luka doesn't even play fast. Like I was watching a video, they're holding Micah down to the 40. He just goes at his own speed and dominates. Favorite Ranger of all time, Josh Hamilton, Nelly Cruz. Hard not to be a fan to them. I was a big fan of both of them too. Nelly retires and the Dodgers snatching him up for the front office. I think that's a pretty cool story. Josh Hamilton's kind of a heartbreaking story. I was a big fan of his too. I remember that day he hit 4 home runs. Woo! But such a tragic story. I mean, I don't even want to say some of the things that happened to him. I just feel bad for the guy. I hope he's okay. But 2-3 years, man, he was the best player on the planet. I got 102 left on the clock, 2nd and 10. Again, I'm pretty sure you guys are a play or two ahead. So you guys might see something that breaks my heart here before me. First down to 26. Detroit Lions and Cleveland Browns will make the Super Bowl. The bars in both of these cities will make a lot of money, right? I like Cleveland. I like Detroit. I think the Niners going to be hard to beat. And frankly, the Ravens and the AFC are going to be hard to beat too. All right. I got to be honest with you. I'm probably not going to look at the chat for the next 48 seconds of game time because I think you guys are ahead of me. So I'm not going to be looking at the chat, but you guys can watch me react, I suppose. And I will catch up in chat when the game is over here, or I suppose they can tie it up. Goff back. 2nd and 10. Oof. Knocked away. Could have been picked. Offensive guy thinks it was PI. Shut up, dude. It's not PI. So, again, I'm not going to be checking chat here for the next couple plays. So I think you guys are a play or two ahead of me. Ooh, that was PI. Third and 10. Oh, I just looked at chat. I told myself I wasn't going to just have it now. 3rd and 10, 43 seconds left. Detroit down by 3. I am feeling a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. Again, I apologize, but I won't be checking chat until the game ends here, until this streak ends or this series ends. Tyler Laporta with the catch down to the 11, 34 seconds left. Again, okay, so what I was trying to say, I'm not going to be checking the chat. Please don't feel like I'm being rude, but I don't want to see it before it happens here. 27 seconds left. They clock it. He's telling them to huddle up. They'll go 3 plays here. I don't even know the timeout situation, but they'll call at least 2 plays here, probably 3 plays here. Touchdown to tie it, but I don't think they will. I think if they score the touchdown, they go for 2. And again, I'm just so you guys don't think I'm being rude, I will not be checking chat until this series is over. 27 seconds left. Troy's talking about why they blew it there, throwing the ball, and he's totally right. He's going to score. Oh, touchdown. Oh. Lions touchdown, down by 1. I'm sure they're going to go for 2. We got 23 seconds left. There will not be enough time, tie or win, but they're going for 2. They're going for 2 here. I will not be looking at chat. What the heck? Why didn't they run the ball? All right. I mean, this is the ball game. All right. Somebody called a timeout. So 23 seconds left. Again, I'm not going to look at chat. I'm assuming you guys either already know or will know before me, so I'm not going to look. This is bad. So obviously we blew it there, not running the ball. I will say this: if they score here and they take the lead, with our kicker, I guess there's a small chance we could get into position, but let's just get the stop here and get the win and be done with it. Again, I am not looking at chat until after this series. So there you go. 23 seconds left. Going for 2, down by 1 is Detroit. Looks like they're an unbalanced right. Play action. Tied in with the catch in the back. Obviously, you guys saw it too, I'm sure. Detroit's now up 21-20. I guess we've got a small chance to get into field goal territory here. I'm going to get caught up in chat. Dallas can't lose to the 49ers in the playoffs again. It would be like 4 years in a row if they did. I turned the TV off. Yeah, I wish I would have. Oh, there's a flag now. 2 flags. Oh. Illegal touching. He didn't touch it. So it looked like they were unbalanced right. Can't really tell there. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, it's the lineman making the catch. So he didn't report, they're saying. Dan Campbell's flipping out. I'm just listening to the announcers, but it looks like that they're saying that number 68, the guy who caught the ball, didn't report as eligible, I can't imagine he wouldn't, but there's no way the refs call that if it's not the case. Still going for 2 from the 7. So, wow, we went from we're probably going to lose to we would be favorites now from the 7, 1 play. I think I would kick the extra point here from the 7. I guess you've already won your division, though, right? Ooh, did we move? We did. Free play for Detroit. We pick it, but it's a free play for them. Michael jumped off sides. Ugh. Holy crap, this is nuts. Micah jumped, obviously. Oh, my gosh. This is insane. How long can they stress me out? How many 2-point plays can you have ready? 3 or 4, I guess. You're certainly not going with the 1 or 2 that you thought were your best plays, though. Now you're going to repeat a play, or are you going with your 3rd best option here? All right. Again, I'm not going to be looking at chat until this is done. Yeah. That's crazy. If you're not watching, they just 3 chances, hit the receiver in the hands, but the throw wasn't there. Never really had a chance to make the catch. 2019, good guys winning, 23 seconds left. Detroit will be onside, kicking it to try to get another shot at it. Yeah, so a good throw, and there's a play right at the plate, as they say, at the end zone. But it wasn't a good throw. He never really had a good chance to make that catch. Certainly couldn't make that catch in a way that he could get in the end zone. If he hits him right on the hip, he turns, might be a touchdown. Okay, so they're showing the replay of the first one. I'd have to see that first play from the side to see if he was covered, uncovered, legal, or illegal. But his number does, he would have to report, and that's what they called. I mean, the rest could never say he didn't report if he did. Wow, that guy, that sucks. All right, onside kick. Another freaking whistle. Again, I'm not looking at chat. No disrespect. I don't want anybody to think I'm ignoring you. You're going to know what happened before I did. So I'm not looking at chat right now. I will get caught up as soon as the game is over. You know, again, them going for it from the 7 doesn't make any sense. It worked out because we jumped off sides. But again, they're playing with house money. They've already won their division. You probably don't want to go to OT right now either, right? You don't want to hurt somebody when you've already won your division. So the more I think about it, the more it makes sense to go for 2. But originally I thought, what the heck is he doing? All right, Detroit going for an onside kick here. It's really their only, well, it's definitely their only chance. Jump on one, get about 20 yards, and kick a long field goal to get the win. The way this last minute's gone, I wouldn't be surprised. Cowboys got it. So obviously we're going to win the game now. Let me get caught up in chat. Knight turned off the TV. Wow, I was so nervous. Right? How about them Cowboys? Hey, Ashton, what's going on? Glad you're back. Steelers fan, I see. I didn't notice that before. Kenny Pickett, yay or nay? I have some friends who are big Steelers fans. One of them, oh, there we go. There's I was going to say it doesn't matter because they're saying he was uncovered. Anyway, Ashton, welcome back. Unbelievables, right? What a crazy game. Kenny Pickett, yeah or nay? I want to know since I see you're a Steelers fan. How about them boys? Guys, I had fun tonight. Over 3 hours. I didn't expect to go this long. I appreciate every single one of you guys. King coming in at the end. Ashton's been here the whole time. Willie, you've been here the whole time. Knight. Who am I missing? Everybody. Let's scroll up. I don't want to miss anybody. Can I scroll up? There we go. Who did I miss? Devin. Devin's been here a long time. Look, I don't want to scroll up the whole way and make you guys watch me scroll on the screen. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the Cowboys getting the win. Probably doesn't matter. Looks like we'll be the 5th seed. Lions will probably be the 3 seed, right? Eagles will be the 2 seed most likely. But hey, we got a whole nother week. We got a whole Sunday and a whole week. No promises on Cowboys games the rest of the way. Maybe. Just depends on what else I got going on. I had fun. I hope you did too. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Mostly Rangers, sometimes Cowboys, I guess, because we talked about the Cowboys tonight. How about CeeDee Lamb? 200 million freaking yards tonight. Unbelievable. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please go watch my video if you haven't already today. Top 5 potential stars, breakout stars for the Rangers this year. Dropped a whole bunch of shorts today also. A couple things coming. A couple things I just posted over on my Dope Dad channel. A couple things coming, including how to grow on YouTube. We're going to be talking a lot about that. I appreciate you. Be safe for New Year's. Be safe for New Year's Eve. If you go out, keep in mind, even if you're okay, the other guy might not be. So be safe, be aware of your surroundings, and come back and let's enjoy some sports in 2024. I appreciate you being here. I really do. Whether you're brand new to me today, first time we met, or like Willie, we've been friends for years, means a lot that you spend a little bit of your night here with me. How about them Cowboys? How about them Rangers? How about 2024? I'm glad you're here. I'm not anymore. Have the best night ever. Now it's time for your bubble bath and prune juice. Great hanging with you, Knight. All right, Willie. Go NC State. All right, I'm gone. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.